Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Culture Club podcast. We air new episodes every Wednesday, so feel free to tune in, hit the subscribe button with the bell icon, and leave a like or a dislike if you don't like the video. And so we'll catch you every Wednesday. Peace. All right, guys. So as you can see right now, we're not in the stew. I'm in a stew, not the stew. But as you can see, I'm definitely on a big-time Hollywood set with big-time Hollywood people right now. But, yeah, so things were getting a little COVID-y at my house. So, I couldn't really leave, couldn't go to the studio, so we're recording remotely today. But hopefully next week we'll be back to normal. At the very latest, the week after we should be. So you guys are going to get the real Zoom University experience right now.
I'm pouring a now as we speak, so I'm ready.
All right.
I kind of like it better.
How's everybody doing? We have Paul back.
Good. I feel, Paul's finally back after 2 weeks.
Yeah, man.
So how's that marriage with the stripper?
So Paul, the word on the street. So Paul, the word
You
on the street.
didn't watch the last episode.
I don't. I don't
haven't
want to
finished
spill the
any of
beans.
them, really.
But the word on the street is you fell in love with a stripper in San Diego. Is that true? Can you confirm?
I can confirm it's not true.
Okay.
I was enamored with her, but I did not fall in love with the woman, no.
Okay, so you do admit that you did have interactions with a stripper in San Diego.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. And were these experiences physical or were they purely platonic? The people want to know.
Yeah, it was nothing of the carnal necessity, if that makes any sense.
Did you
it was
catch
just,
feelings?
Did you
No.
sit?
No, I'm not going to go into this.
People want to know, Paul.
No,
The people want to know.
People
wanna
want.
know.
Me and Dale were on the road of she was gonna get you to become a stripper, and you guys could be the first ever stripper power couple.
Yes.
That's where we were at.
That's a good question. You know what? If that was the case, if I was truly going to pursue exotic dancing, then yeah, probably I'd look her up. Bentley, if you're out there.
What would your stripper name be?
Paul's
Go for
girl,
it.
Bentley.
Paulie D.
That's how you
That's
know
it.
she's classy. Bentleys are nice cars, so she's definitely a nice girl.
Dude, honestly,
That's how it works.
8 out of 10. Dale, what did you think? Because
What did I think? I think that you guys, there was, sparks were flying. There was a whole lot of chemistry, not that I'm a science major or anything, but just saying. And, I think, if you guys,
I think we're taking too much time on this.
No, I
There's
think
definitely
you
a
go back.
connection between you two.
I think,
No,
yeah,
this
I
is the
think
only thing we're talking about this podcast.
I think
Okay,
you need
for
to go
sure.
back to San Diego. You need to show up and say, Bentley, baby, I'm gonna take you off the streets, and
Show you the real life, yeah.
I'm gonna,
Absolutely.
I think you need to tell her, like, Bentley, I'm gonna put a roof over your head, baby girl, like,
I ain't doing that. She's the one that's bringing it. She's the breadwinner in this situation. We all know that.
Oh, so you're gonna be like a
because
stay-at-home dad.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Okay,
Dude,
so
that
what
sounds
you're
like the
saying
best
is you-
job ever.
So what you're saying is you don't pull out.
Bro, he just gets to sit at home, make some cereal in the morning, just put him in front of the TV all day, and then put him to bed whenever he wants.
Look,
Like,
life's
it's the
pretty
easiest
good.
job in the world.
Life will be pretty good. My
Yeah.
wife's a stripper.
The hardest
Jets won the Super Bowl. In a different scenario, this would be perfect.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about something that was
no,
actually
the hardest
possible.
thing the
That's
hardest
how I'm
thing
telling you
Paul
how
would have
real
to
the
do in that
scenario
situation,
is.
the hardest thing Paul would have to do in that situation is bend all the way over at the waist to put DVDs into DVD players for his stay-at-home kids
Yeah, for sure.
to watch TV.
Anyways.
Anyways,
a-
but speaking of the Jets winning the Super Bowl, the draft happens, and the
Yeah.
draft is not going to lead to them winning the Super Bowl. So,
No, but I mean, I'm obviously joking about that. We had a pretty good draft, I think.
yeah. But yeah, I was thinking we could do that because obviously, me, 3 out of the 4 of us are big football fans.
Yeah.
Me as a Cowboys fan, Paul a Jets fan, and Cameron a 49ers
No, I'm a
fan.
Yeah.
Chiefs fan.
So I thought we could,
I switched.
yeah.
Yeah, I started
What's
liking them
the-
last year.
What's the 49ers part back there?
Ignore that. That's not mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the odd man now.
But,
I'm not a real American like
yeah.
That's okay.
Don't lie. You're a Patriots
Dale-
fan.
you. Yeah, I'm a Patriots
Don't say that
fan,
shit.
Totally.
Don't say that shit.
Dale could be the objective person, but I thought it'd be cool if we each went over the draft and kind of gave our thoughts on how our teams went and give some
Okay.
of like the big picks that we had. So, Paul, you're the Jets guy. You have the controversial take with the Jets. Why don't you start with your take on the Jets NFL Draft 2021?
Do you want me to give it a grade, or what are you expecting of me?
Just go over a couple of the key. You can go over some of the key. You don't have to go over like every pick, but like go over a couple of the key picks that you really liked and give it a grade.
Okay, so overall, I'd probably give this draft a solid A, not A minus, A plus, just a solid A. You know, drafting Zach Wilson, I was so stoked. I knew it was going to happen. But as a Jets fan, everyone kind of knew it was going to happen. But even just still watching it, it was pretty exciting to see. So, I mean, that was just kind of a given. You know, he's athletic, he's strong, he's got a good arm, he's accurate as hell. So that was a good pick. But our second pick, I was really happy with, Elijah Vera Tucker. I thought we were going to take the linebacker, what's his name? Zaven Collins from Tulsa, because he's a badass. I don't know if you've seen him or not, but I thought we were going to take someone like him or a receiver. But we got Elijah Vera Tucker because I believe we traded up from 23. We gave the Vikings our second, I believe our third round pick. I forget what we gave them. Essentially, we moved it to 14th.
I have it pulled up right here. You traded you traded a first round pick. So it was pick number 23.
Yes,
so you traded
our 23rd pick.
Yeah,
and
round, a later first round pick. You traded up to 14, and you
that was
picked
the Vikings.
Vera Tucker from USC. I thought I liked that pick a lot because obviously we knew you were going to get Zach Wilson. I mean, that's the easy pick. But yeah. I mean, there's nothing better than getting your star quarterback, franchise quarterback in the first round, and then getting a star O lineman to protect him also in the first round. I thought that was one of the smarter picks in the draft.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't believe we lost a whole bunch on that one. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, you got a left guard. Why would you move up?" You know, it's like, have you seen this guy play? He's a great anchor, and he's going to be a great left guard. Our whole left side. You know, you got Mekhi Becton, and now you've got Elijah Vera Tucker. We're solidified. We're going to start doing this run zone scheme stuff, and I'm excited. And we got a receiver I really like from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore. PFF actually had him graded, I believe, second. Had like three games where he had over 200 yards receiving or something like that. Anyways, tied for first was Devante Smith. So, I mean, I'm not going to compare apples and apples here, but I mean, anyways, it's just exciting to see. I think we did pretty good in the draft.
Yeah, and again with the Elijah Moore pick, we talked about, let's say, like you have a lot of possession guys, a lot of big, tall receivers, and Elijah Moore is actually a speed guy, someone who is going to be in the slot, getting vertical. So I thought that was a really good pick to help your offense. Honestly, I agree with you. I think you guys' draft was really good, which I think is nice for you as a Jets fan because I don't think you normally get to watch that during the draft. Normally it's like, oh, we're going to pick another quarterback that I'm not sold on. But no, I really think you guys did good in the draft.
And it wasn't like, you know. What's that?
What do you think about that, Dale?
I think wait, what was the name of the guy you just said?
The quarterback, Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson? All right. I think Reg Wilson has a really good chance. I think he scored a lot of home runs, you know, back in Alabama, and I just think this is a guy who's shown real passion for the game. And I think, you know, if you look at him and you say, what keeps this man going? If he looks deep into his heart, his coaches and his team, he's going to say, it's all on passion and hard work and God. And I think
integrity.
You know, I think this, integrity, honesty, you know, I think, you know, this guy just has a lot going for him, honestly. I think the Jets, I think they're going to run with it, you know.
His mom's thought too.
It's going to be great, yeah.
You know, Dale just has, like, the most accurate NFL takes. I love it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean,
I always hear what Dale says, and I go, I wish I thought like that.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. I just look at the situation objectively, and I think, what are people trying to do in football? They're trying to score goals. And so what is the goal of life? Draft good players. What happens when you draft good players? You win games and get goals. It's a circle, dog. It all feeds back into
strategy.
each other. And and just like that, my logic here just feeds back into itself, and I just have hot takes day after day after day.
I just don't know why teams haven't caught on to that mindset yet. You know what I mean? It's just like it's just simple, just win, right? Including
Yeah,
the
no,
Jets.
just win. Yeah, if I was out there, if I was the head coach, and they were looking at me, and they were like, "Coach, what should we do, Coach? I don't know what's going on, Coach.
Just win.
The front guardsman, he just keeps coming at me and pushing me, and I just don't know what to do.
I can't believe you said that.
They're gonna look at
Dale,
me.
you played football for like 3
I
years.
know, yeah.
Yeah. The front score boy, he goes in, and then
Score boy.
they look at me and they say,
Score boy. This is my favorite.
they look at me, they get on one knee, and they all shed a man tear, just one, and they say, Coach, what do we do? And I'm going to look at them and I'm going to say, God damn it, you score touchdowns. And they're going to say, Coach, I never thought of it that way.
Best advice I've ever heard. I'm just so motivated right now.
But the best defense
Just
is the
go get
greatest
touchdowns.
offense. So I'm going to tell them that, but that's not good advice, so they're still going to lose.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
I need to give them defensive advice because secretly, what you guys don't realize, I was giving them offensive advice. Defense is the best offense, so they're not going to win because they're focusing on their offense. And I got money on the other side. I'm playing both sides. I got a bookie. So, yeah. So I'm the one who's winning at the end. Give them that payday.
Cameron. God damn it, Cameron. I understand you fucking want to eat this fucking dirt all the time. We told you not to do it on the podcast.
Cameron, are you serious, dude?
Every
Every
dirt right now,
time, dude.
You made me. God damn it! I made a mess.
you're eating
Now
fucking dirt right now, dude.
There's going to be dirt in his
Seriously, again?
keyboard. It's not going to be
Are you
working.
serious?
Dude,
Let us see the bowl.
we had this conversation last week.
I missed it. Oh, my God, dude.
Sorry, it's so good.
I swear, this guy, we can't do anything with him. He's still eating it.
I
He
hate
doesn't
you.
care.
You have a problem.
Whatever. We're just.
Hey,
All right. Well, Cameron, since you.
You
hey,
can't
what's up?
stop me now because I'm at my house.
you gotta put down the bowl, dude.
You know what? I don't even care anymore. Let's just leave it. He is what he is.
Yeah.
But Cameron, since you want to bring all the attention to yourself, how about the 49ers? How was their draft? Let's give us a
I
recap.
loved it. My favorite pick was Aaron Banks, not even the quarterback.
I thought that was a great pick too. I think you told me you thought you could have traded down to like pick 10 to 15 and probably still got Trey Lance.
No, I don't know our original spot in the draft, but I feel like Trey Lance wouldn't have gone third.
So you picked Trey Lance at number 3.
Yeah, number 3. I feel like we didn't need to give up so much to get him.
Yeah, I think you could have traded up to I think you still would have needed to trade in the top 10, but I think you could have traded somewhere like 6 to 8 and still gotten him.
Yeah.
But that's not a bad pick.
No, I'm so glad we got him. I like him.
Yeah, especially what you were talking about, the Aaron Banks, especially for a second round pick. He's a first round talent, so that's super good.
He's huge too.
Very good value. Yeah, he's enormous. And I think he gave up like single digit sacks the last couple of years.
I think
Technical difficulties.
I knew that was gonna happen.
the court's like right.
I just want to point out this happened while we were getting ready for the podcast, and I said, imagine how funny it'll be when it happens during the podcast. And it happened.
It wasn't on purpose. Aaron Banks, he's 6'5" and 235.
What is he, a linebacker?
That's
He's like
ridiculous.
Play guard.
You mean 335, right? Not 235.
Oh yeah, 335.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
Big kid.
he's enormous.
Yeah.
And then in round 3, you picked Trey Sermon, the running back from Ohio
Yes,
State.
I'm happy that we got our running back too.
Yeah, and then you picked up another running back in round
I
6,
thought we got a corner.
Elijah Mitchell. You got a corner in round 3.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, we have 2 picks now.
Ambry Thomas from Michigan. But yeah, I didn't think your draft was I didn't think the Niners draft was especially good, but I think they got some solid picks that address things on their team that they
I'd give
needed.
it a B.
I would go with a B- C+ for that. And then I guess we didn't give grades. Paul said it was an A for the Jets. I'm not quite that strong. Did you have A- or A+, Paul? Or just a solid A?
I would say A, just like a regular A, no plus, minus, any of that, just because.
Just a straight
I'm right about with you. I would have went like A minus. And then I'm in the C plus, B minus range for San Francisco. What would you grade San Francisco's draft, Paul?
I didn't really keep an eye on it. I thought Trey Lance was an interesting pick, so I'm just going to go based off of that because I wasn't really paying attention as far as Niners. But I think I'm just going to give you my Trey Lance opinion. I thought that was a good pickup. In my opinion, I think he's a little better than Justin Fields. I mean, that could be unpopular, but, started in his first 17 games and went undefeated. I think that's pretty commendable. He's bright. He can read defenses pretty well. He's good on the run. So I think he'll be a good switch for Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't know what the Niners are going to do with him, but I give it.
They said something like, I didn't know that.
What?
Well, they're saying something that the Niners might use him as like Taysom Hill, kind of like that.
Oh, that might be.
How they do it for the Saints.
Seattle. Saints,
or how they did. Yeah.
But I'd give it an A also. I think they did. Granted, I didn't really watch the Niners draft, so.
Mm-hmm. I didn't watch it at all. I just heard Cody and Jacob complaining about it over Snapchat.
Well, that's why they aren't GMs, right? Just kidding.
They need me in there.
Cody, please don't take that the wrong way.
Honestly, I wasn't even paying attention. What did you say?
No, other Cody.
Not you. I was talking about. Never mind. Doesn't matter.
I don't think he watches this anymore.
All right. So,
anyways, I feel like I'm gonna look like a punk because you guys said something and I didn't notice it.
You guys drafted Cody. So who you got the first round?
Cowboys. So, we drafted Micah Parsons with the 12th pick. We were originally had the 10th pick. I was really hoping we would get Sir Kane. I know Jerry Jones was really in love with Kyle Pitts. I knew we weren't going to get him. I knew he was going to go probably top 5, unless we were going to trade up. And honestly, I didn't want him over Sir Kane. So I was really excited for Patrick Surtain, but I mean, Denver took him at pick number 9. The next guy, the logical next guy as far as best player was Devante Smith. But we don't need Devante Smith. We're fine with receivers.
Receiving,
so,
yeah, right.
Yeah, I think we did the smart play. We knew we wanted Micah Parsons. That was second on our board. Sean Lee just retired. I mean, that gives you Micah Parsons, Leighton Vander Esch, and Jalen Smith. So I think we did a good job trading to 12, taking him. Our second pick I also liked. I think our second pick was 44th overall in the second round. We basically picked the best remaining corner on the board, Kelvin Joseph, which is, I mean, linebacker, Sean Lee just retired. We needed a linebacker. Corner,
right.
We needed a guy. We needed a guy all last year. We still need more guys. And we got one. Then our third pick, Osa Odigahuzua, a D lineman, D tackle out of UCLA. He's a beast. I thought we could have got him a round or two later, and I would have liked to see. Honestly, I would have liked to see us draft an offensive lineman sooner. But I did like the theme of defense that we had in the draft this year. So after that, we went Chauncey Goldston from Iowa. Then we got another corner, another line.
I think it was a good focus.
Yeah, I think probably the best value pick we got was getting Jabril Cox out of LSU.
Yeah.
He's a linebacker. And
I fucking love that guy.
We got him with the 115th pick. And he's going to be a solid second rotation guy at linebacker.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So I think highlight picks, obviously Micah Parsons won with our first round pick was really good. Kelvin Joseph with our second round pick was really good. Jabril Cox with 115 is absolutely amazing. Josh Ball out of Marshall, he's the O tackle. He's one of 3 offensive players that we drafted. We drafted him, Simi Fehoko, a wide receiver from Stanford, and then another offensive lineman from Nebraska, Matt Farinock, was our last pick. I like that we went with a lineman. We need depth there. The Stanford kid, that's kind of just a filler guy. Maybe he'll play on special teams. Overall, I think I'd probably give us I want to say a B plus, because I thought we addressed a lot of sad spots on our. What are you guys laughing about?
That one up there, Dale.
Nothing.
Are you guys?
I don't know if we're laughing at the same thing or not, but
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's just keep on talking.
All right. Well,
we're not laughing at
I
you.
look dumb.
No, it's not
Dale.
you. What?
Dale.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
Well, okay. I'll wrap it up. Overall, I'd go with a B+ for the Cowboys draft. I liked how we focused on defense and specifically stuff we needed on defense. I thought Micah Parsons was a great pick. So was Kelvin Joseph and Jabril Cox. I also liked Josh Ball on the O-line. So that's kind of my summary for the Cowboys draft. What did you guys think about it?
Give it an F. Fuck Cowboys.
Totally not biased.
No, I'd give it a B or C+.
Probably B. I don't know. I'm just.
C+.
C+.
You know
just 'cause
what?
I don't like the Cowboys.
Our draft was better than yours. I think Paul gave a fairly unbiased grade.
Yeah.
See, I thought Micah Parsons was.
Cameron's just like, F for fuck the Cowboys.
You're thinking the same thing. Or Paul is, not you.
Why are you speaking?
And then
for me?
other news. I mean, we knew Trevor Lawrence went first. We knew that was going to happen. But no one's surprised there. One surprise. Trey Lance. Or wait, no, sorry. Zach Wilson went second.
Yeah, that's right.
Then Trey Lance. Kyle Pitts went 4. I mean, honestly, I didn't. That surprised me. I don't know. I don't know if I'm surprised or not that Atlanta took Kyle Pitts. Like,
You're surprised he went that early?
Bless you.
I'm surprised he went that early. I expected him to go like more like 6 to 8 rather than like 2 to 4. But I mean,
Well, didn't the Falcons lose their tight end to the Ravens last year?
yeah. So I guess it makes sense.
I don't know.
But
Whatever.
other than that, like, I mean, the draft really kind of went the way we kind of expected it, to be perfectly honest. And obviously we got Green Bay fucking up, picking a corner in the first round of the draft, about to get rid of Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
What'd you say
I'm
they
trying to think of the team.
They should have picked a wide receiver.
What do you think about the Houston, the Texans getting the quarterback?
What? Who they draft?
Well, they got a quarterback. I forgot who it was.
I have it pulled up. Let me look at it.
I know the Bucks drafted Kyle Trask from Florida.
Did they have a first round pick?
No, because they got it from Miami, and then Miami gave it to the Niners.
Okay, so let me go to second round.
Hey, Dale.
Yeah.
Houston.
Can you pour me some tea?
Yeah. Here, I got you.
Where?
What's it do with my cup?
Yeah, where is it? Right here. Here you go.
Hey. Cup.
There you go. I got you. No, I poured it in my cup. You got to come over.
Oh.
Here we go. They picked him in round 3. Davis Mills out of Stanford.
Everyone's like super surprised that they got a quarterback for some reason.
Well, I mean, I guess they're protecting themselves in case their starter ends up getting booked with all those freaking.
Yeah, how many charges is it? Or how
Like,
many?
It's like over 20 now. Let me look it up.
Crazy.
Wait, what are we waiting for?
Deshaun Watson, he has like over 20 like sexual assault cases on him or something like that.
Does he really? Holy shit.
Yeah.
So, as of April 15th,
Going for a high score.
the 23rd lawsuit was filed against him for sexual misconduct.
Holy crap.
He's breaking a record.
It's,
23,
bro,
man. Like Michael.
Bro,
Jordan.
that's like Robert Kraft levels of sexual misconduct. Like, dang.
He's 23 right now. He's Jordan. He needs to hit 24 so he can be Kobe.
Jeez. Wow, that's dark. I mean,
God damn.
What can I
that's
say?
that's fucked up, Bill.
Oh, Okay, I'm not the one who has 23 sexual assault charges. Like, come on.
All right, fair enough.
You fuck up. People are gonna make jokes. Yeah.
Dale, I see in the corner of your frame there, you decided to put up your best short game award, huh?
Yeah, for the people that are watching, this award right here, I will post a more up close picture of it at some point. But actually, well, no, actually, my camera's. I won't do it right now. Anyways, yeah, back in high school, best short game, my senior year of golf. Let it be known. And Cody has seen this.
It was a hell of a shot.
Cody thought it was.
I thought it was bullshit because I played golf with you, and I'm like, he's not that good. And then I played golf with you more, and I realized, I'm like, okay, he can't hit the ball far. Like, it's not good. But as soon as he gets around the green, like, somehow it's just like, oh, yeah.
Turns into Tiger Woods.
I played with him, like, a couple weeks ago, and he chipped in 3 times in 18 holes. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, see,
like,
I can't drive for shit. I can't drive. My middle game is average at best, but goddamn, dude, once I get within the green, man, my time to shine.
You should start carrying that with you in your golf bag.
You think I don't?
You should just get it tattooed on your chest.
We need to make it a t-shirt. That's what we need to do.
We should make it a t-shirt.
Yo, a tattoo from shoulder to shoulder in Old English. It just says best short game.
Best short game. Yeah,
Dale Stafford, best short.
Make it a necklace too.
2019, Waterford High School.
That'd be
chain.
Hey, whenever we make it big and we all start getting chains, that's gonna be mine.
That's fine.
And then we could get Paul could get a tattoo on his back, and it could just be Paul, bend your fucking knees.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. That was hilarious.
Time.
What do you say about our teacher?
Man, dude.
I was gonna say that one.
Oh, your teacher's a fucking bitch or something like that.
Your teacher's a fucking cunt. Is
what cunt, yeah. Your teacher's a fucking cunt.
What about
you gotta go
every time you guys went?
Oh, you know what? We gotta say we won't name drop, but we gotta say the story about when we couldn't eat McDonald's that one time.
Oh yeah, I'm not ordering at the console. They need to do their fucking job.
Yeah.
Oh
so,
my god.
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So we're talking about golf. So our senior year in the spring, me, Paul, and Cameron were graduating together. We all decided to play golf. It was a great time. And one of our
with Cody's brother actually too.
Yeah. And
oh yeah, my little shit of a brother was on.
Yep. And the coach we had was one of our old football coaches, so we already knew him. We were all cool, it was great. It was real fun. So one time we went to this tournament, and or not tournament, we went to this one match, and I don't remember if we did good or bad. It wasn't really important to the story, but we left, and we were really hungry because it was in this golf course called Diablo that's near Patterson, so it was a few hours away. And we were hungry, so we were leaving. We're like, let's get some food, we just got done golfing. Let's go eat, hang out. It'll be great. And so finally we find a McDonald's. We're like, okay, yeah, cool, that's fine. It's cheap, whatever. And so we walk inside. We're like, oh, we're gonna grub. And then we get to the counter, and there's one worker in the place, and she's not at the cash register, and he
fucking Cameron.
And our
our
coach asks about if he could get a cashier, whatever. Take our order, and she says, oh no, we don't have one right now, you'll need to use the self-checkout or self-order, whatever it's called,
because they have these little kiosks, two of them 10 feet away from the actual register area.
Yeah. And so he turns around, looks at us instantly, he's puts his hand up, he's like, nope, we're going to the next place. And we're like, what? We think he's joking or something, and he's walking out, so we're like, well, we can't
no, he said something to her before she left.
Before we
left. Oh, am I going to get a discount for doing your job?
That's what he said. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, exactly. Am I going to get your discount?
Yeah. He said, do I get a discount? She was like, no. He turned around. He was like, we're leaving. And so we're thinking, what? We're hungry.
Yeah.
We don't understand the discount part. We don't know. We're like, what? So, man, we get back in the van, and we're all thinking that was so stupid. We're hungry. We want to eat and this and that. And we asked him. We were like, Coach, why did you ask, do I get a discount? That didn't make sense. And he was like, well, if I'm going to do the cashier's job, I should get the employee discount like the cashier gets. And we look at him and we're like, God damn.
Yeah, that's good logic.
Yeah, we're like, God damn, coach, that's really stupid. But you know what? That actually makes sense. And so
from that, it kind of stopped the conversation. We were like, fuck, you're kind of right. But, like, at the same time, nah, like, that's not how this works, you know? So we went to
Yeah,
that
it's like,
place and got
okay,
food
we're
somewhere
hungry.
else. Yeah. But I was like,
But to KFC is what we did.
I was like, man, that was weirdly thought out.
Every time since you guys told me that story, every time I go to McDonald's and see the self kiosk, I just think, do I get the employee discount?
Do I get a discount?
Bring back flashback.
Oh my god.
This is like, it's funny because I wasn't even there, and it's such like a vivid memory for me just because I've heard the story so many times. It's hilarious.
Funnier than shit is what it was. Yeah.
Dude, he was so punctual about it. Like, he asked, when she said no, he just turned around, and there wasn't a thought in his head that was like, maybe I'll just use it. But he turned around, just looked at us.
Oh,
like,
can I tell you guys a
"No."
story real quick?
Yeah, let's hear it.
No.
Let's hear it.
So this morning, like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock ish, I had to go. My sister called me, Grace, and she was like, "Hey, can you bring me lunch?" Because she forgot to make. I said, "Yeah, sure." So we made some spaghetti last night, and I was gonna bring it to her. Well, my coworker texted me and said, "Hey, you coming?" I said, "Yeah, I gotta drop off food for my sister." They said, "Okay, cool, grab me a Rockstar." I said, "All right." So I go to you know where Ace is in Waterford, Cameron and Dale, or
Yeah.
Cody, I guess too.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know that little gas station across the street by
Pinkies.
Napa there in the Washington. Okay, so I went there.
Man,
I pulled
Pinkies,
up
what a
because I was
place.
gonna get one hella quick. What's that?
Oh, nothing. Go ahead.
Okay.
I just said.
Anyways.
I said, oh, Pinkies, what a place.
Yeah,
Gas station.
absolutely. Yeah. Anyways, so I go to get out of my truck and there's this old man walking up. He's wearing fucking shorts, socks,
Oh
and
my
sandals,
god!
and he's got a fucking catheter strapped to his calf. You know, the little fucking bag.
No,
that
I
you
know
get
what they are. It's just like I'm
I
just
was like,
I'm visualizing
Why did
that
he?
now.
Why did he have a catheter strapped to his calf?
because he can't control his pee. That wasn't what bothered me. It was like, why are you wearing shorts with this
Yeah,
shit on, man? I
Lots
was,
of people wear catheters, but it's like wear some pants, man. Like,
Swag.
what I was like,
That's funny.
geez.
style.
That's funny.
like maybe it's a hot day, but just put on the linen pants or something, man. Like you don't need
Yeah, no,
Put on
absolutely.
the linen pants.
Because I was sitting in my
Put on
car
the
and
linen
these
pants
fucking-
and the Cuban
Yeah,
link. Let's
like,
go.
you don't
Yeah,
need to be
exactly.
flexing the catheter. I mean, unless it's like a designer catheter or something.
Gucci.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
didn't have the double G on it.
Yeah, like if we got like an MCM, like, you know, leather catheter with like, you know, rhinestones on it, I'd be like, man, this looks like kind
Different
of got
story.
some drip actually.
Yeah, he's flexing.
Rhinestones on it.
Yeah, like
I'm freaking dead.
if this
I
guy,
have a
if this guy's got a catheter that you can hit with a diamond tester and see that thing peak, I'll be like, you know what?
oh god.
I'm jealous.
That'd be
I wish I had
He's
a
not
catheter
George-
like that.
He's not Giorgio Armani. He's catheter on me.
Yeah, he's got the Armani catheter.
I'm getting attacked.
What?
It's raining water bombs.
Hey,
It's raining
It's
water.
real. Water bombs just keep falling out of the sky.
do you guys
Not fun.
remember when I'm not gonna say the teacher's name, but we had a teacher back in high school who was Mormon, and they wear like the special long underwear. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Oh dear
I
God.
know what you're
Yes.
talking about.
Mormons, they
Yeah, I know.
wear like I don't know what they
No,
call it.
okay, I know like the Mormon thing, but I don't know a teacher.
Our history teacher, our history econ government teacher.
She's Mormon?
Yeah.
The teacher we
the
had
woman?
a man that we had senior year for econ and government.
Oh, okay.
Would you go on a Caribbean cruise?
Anyway, no, we were talking. I remember all of
Shut-
us. We were
No.
talking-
Fuck up.
No, not a Caribbean cruise.
no.
I got it.
Not that one.
You need to stop eating dirt because it's affecting your brain.
Oh, anyway.
Dale or Paul, he's sensitive about. Oh, there he goes. There it goes. Dude, honestly, I had to try like a bite of dirt before. I don't know how he puts it down. I don't know how he swallows
It's
it.
iron.
He just
the
takes it
iron.
like nothing.
It's the Bamaranium inside of it.
It's dry.
But it makes sense now because that's why Cameron heals so fast is all the iron in his fucking blood.
Dude, Cameron's jumped out of my car at like 20 miles an hour, rolled 4 times, got it scratched. Like, oh, I'm good.
Seconds later, yeah, he's like Deadpool.
I'm surprised you don't use
Yeah,
like
just-
salad dressing or croutons.
Wow. Shit that
Oh.
Shit, Bassy.
All right.
I'm fucking dead, dude. Fucking dead. I don't even remember what we were talking about. Now it's just Cameron eating dirt again.
I was bringing.
I don't see the big deal.
I was bringing up our teacher that we had, his magic
Right.
underwear.
Right, not a Caribbean cruise.
And one time, like, I don't think you were there, but it was like me, Paul, Cameron, whoever else was in that class. And I was saying, like, dude, I wonder if there's Mormons out there that are super rich and they show up with, like, the designer version of the magic underwear. Like, maybe they're wearing the pants a little bit lower that day, and you just peep through and you're like, wait a second, like, is that Louis Vuitton magic underwear?
No.
Has this
Louis
guy got
Vuitton.
24 carats on his magic
Yo.
underwear?
You got them rhinestone long johns.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody, like, you know how you'll see Gucci does, like, I forget what they call them, but they do, like, the Muslim head coverings now. They do, like, religious shit.
Oh,
what
they're
is it? A baklava? Is that what it is?
I think it's something like that. Like, what if that's the next move?
If
is they
I'm
get into-
wrong, people are gonna be pissed.
I can't remember it, but what if that's the
Well,
next
let's
thing?
look it up.
What if the Mormon
It
market.
happened again!
Not that funny.
It's pretty funny.
The ear rape.
How does that keep
It's
happening?
You see my Snap?
Just eat your
Look at Snapchat.
just eat your-
You'll see how it keeps happening.
hijab.
Oh. How do you guys...
Is that what it is?
I'm gonna look up the Mormon.
Don't tell Bryce.
Okay.
What is it?
The cover for the
I
camera.
mean, he's probably going to watch this podcast that we're recording right now.
I guess he'll find out.
I got it.
All
So
Everybody
Mormon is
listening, don't
called
tell
a-
Bryce.
temple. Don't tell Brian. It's called a temple garment. The Muslim, not the Muslim, the Mormon underwear is called a temple. This is
I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
I think you
this
should
is
just set
bad.
it somewhere where it's not going to fall every 5 seconds.
Cameron,
Whoa,
your
it-
computer doesn't have a
The
camera on it?
fucking cord.
Alright, I'm just getting so it's a temple garment. Let me see. Also referred to as garments, the garment of holy priesthood or Mormon underwear is a type of underwear worn by adherents of the Latter-day Saint movement, and they have taken part in the endowment. It literally just looks like really long white shorts and a white t-shirt.
So basically, it's a linen. What's the term? Chastity.
Bro,
belt.
it's just
a
like
linen
what Cuban
chastity
drug
belt.
dealers wear for pajamas. That's what it is.
No, I know what it is. I'm just saying it's like a linen chastity belt.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just like the 19th
Good
century
description.
underwear that they used to wear that was like super long and droopy.
Oh, granny panties,
Yeah,
basically.
it's out.
Yeah, like the things you used to see
Yeah,
back
pretty
in
much.
that day. Oh, guys.
It's pretty much to show people that you're about that Mormon life.
Yeah, it's
What's
to
up,
show
Dale?
people that you really live that life. Kamaru
I
Usman.
love these, dog. I love them.
Kamaru Usman is the fucking GOAT.
Oh my
What
god,
happened?
dude, that knockout was brutal.
It was
Oh,
so
fuck,
brutal.
that was next
Dude,
level.
UFC 261.
Nobody expected him to take out. Obviously, everybody was like, "Oh, I hope Jorge wins." Usman will probably win. He'll probably win with like a submission, or he'll just have really good defense. Instead,
Yeah.
he comes in and just puts out Masvidal. Like,
Yeah.
lights out, man.
Dude,
Like, Windows
absolutely
blue
destroyed.
screen. This
Crazy.
shit was over, dog. Like, that guy needed to control all.
That whole card was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. It was great.
I mean,
What a
it
good
was-
card.
It wasn't one of those like quick, like he like did like a little shuffle into it and just absolutely destroyed. Like you saw the spit. It was like
It
out of
was
a
a
movie.
setup,
You saw
wasn't
the
it?
spit and the sweat
Yeah.
just go exploding off of his head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
there's
he
hella,
done.
there's hella people accusing him of using steroids after that.
Dude,
Wow.
Yeah,
doesn't,
But-
like Usman using steroids. That was absolutely
Yeah.
brutal.
doesn't he get tested all the time, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Well,
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah,
don't get it.
like anyone in the UFC gets tested a bunch. But I mean,
yeah.
you can get around the testing, like if you use certain drugs or certain doses, or whatever. But I mean, I doubt he is. I mean, I really doubt it.
That, and it's like he didn't get that knockout by just brute forcing. Like, he had just beautiful technique
No,
and just
No, it
like,
was a vicious.
yeah,
yeah,
the
This is
timing
perfect
was so
yeah,
good.
perfect.
yeah. It was just a beautiful hit. Like, steroids
But-
or no steroids, that was an amazing hit.
You guys, I'll be right
But I
back.
mean,
I'm my
since
sister real
we're
quick, okay?
No.
okay, but since we're on the topic of Usman, we should just go over the main card of 261.
Okay,
So
we'll start with the
obviously-
first one, the first crazy one.
Yeah.
Chris Weidman.
Well,
Oh, that was so bad.
yeah. So Uriah Hall beat Chris Weidman. First round TKO due to injury. Snapped his leg just like Anderson Silva did on
I
him.
feel like they should count that as like a no contest.
I mean, I don't think it should be a no contest because like he wasn't able to continue during the fight. Because then, like, if it's a no contest, that means Uriah Hall is losing money,
True.
and it's like
Cody,
it's not like he didn't cheat.
I think you should explain the connection with the hit with his fight with Anderson Silva, because like we know about that, but there's probably a lot of people that don't. And
Should we pull the video for that, or should we get in trouble for that?
I can't really do it right now because
I can share my screen. And I think that would pop up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If it's on YouTube, go
Cameron,
ahead.
go ahead, share your screen, show us the video, and while you're getting that ready, I'll kind of go over the context. So, Chris Weidman fought Anderson Silva 3 times. In their second fight, so the first fight, Anderson Silva kind of played like he got hurt, even though he didn't, and then Chris Weidman actually knocked him out. Second fight, when they fought, Anderson Silva went to do a leg kick onto Chris Weidman, and Chris Weidman checked it, and it was either his tibia or fibula, one of Anderson Silva's bones in his lower leg, snapped, and you could see Anderson Silva's leg fold around Chris Weidman's, and it just completely broke.
Oh, I forgot to do that.
So, in this fight that Chris Weidman just had with Uriah Hall, the same exact thing happened to him.
Actually, you guys see it?
You'll see.
Yeah, hold up.
Yeah, he just has to click to watch the stream.
Okay.
All right, is it good?
You're on screen.
You're good.
So this is the Anderson Silva leg break. When it zooms in, you'll see the leg break, and he goes to step back, and it's just not there. Really ugly, not
It
great.
doesn't seem like it was that long ago.
Yeah, when you think about it, it's like, oh yeah, that's happened. And then it's like over 5 years ago.
Slow motion.
Yeah, it's just so crazy that it's the same. Well, not the same person, but the other fighter that broke was like the same way.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do you want to fast forward to see if we can get the replay?
Oh, here it is. There it is.
Yeah.
So here's the replay. You'll see his leg
Okay.
break and wrap around right here.
Watch this. Oh my god.
Ugly break. It's an ugly break. Now pull up the Weidman video.
And then he steps back on it too.
Yeah, he steps back. It's just nothing there.
You can see it right there. He steps back, and it's just like a wet pasta noodle. It's
Yeah, the wet Boston. So that was years ago. But fast forward to Chris Weidman, as you see there, doing the exact same thing on Uriah Hall.
And he steps back on it.
And the same thing. Goes to kick. It's checked. Leg break.
Man. Ow.
And he actually tore his leg open
Don't
too.
be squeamish.
Yeah,
I see that.
Oh,
Ooh.
God.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
It's
It's rough.
terrible.
Jesus.
He posted a picture on his Instagram. He had to get like a bunch of stitches too because of that.
And it's crazy to think, like me and Cameron talked about it, like it's literally just the same exact thing that happened on Chris Weidman ended up happening to him years later fighting Uriah Hall. And it's just a crazy coincidence.
Yeah.
Uriah Hall is the first person to win without throwing a punch in the fight.
So
I know. It's like, and the ridiculous part was, I think that was either, if not the first like attack that Chris Weidman made, it was like the start of the fight. It was 17 seconds in, he throws a leg kick and his leg snaps. Like it was crazy.
So I haven't confirmed this stat, but I heard one time that type of injury, not in that way, but just that injury in general, has only happened 4 times ever in UFC, and 2 of them involved Chris Weidman right there.
Yeah.
So it's
So,
like it's crazy.
it's not something you see often. I mean, it has to be like a perfectly placed leg kick that gets perfectly checked. Because, I mean, if you look on both the Anderson Silva and the Chris Weidman video, they're pretty much the same spot on their shin hits the same spot on the other person's leg where they're checking the kick.
But I don't think Uriah Hall checked it.
Well, you did. So he doesn't lift his leg up to check it, but you can see what a lot of guys do that have a wider stance is he just put more weight into that front leg. You'll see his knee go out over his toe as he's putting weight there. And it's a lot more stable than if he was just 50-50 weight.
Oh god.
It shows you, like, obviously we think of bones as being this like super hard material that like can't break. Obviously people break bones, but it's like that shows like if you just hit the right spot with the right pressure, that shit snaps like a toothpick.
Yeah, and it's like it's so strong that like it's not gonna bend before it breaks. So if you put enough pressure on it, like it's just gonna snap.
Yeah, it did. That was the craziest part about that injury. Was there wasn't any rising tension and then snap, and like it was just instant. As soon as it contacted, bam, done. Like
Just a weak spot or something.
Man.
Yeah.
It's crazy watching it at Buffalo Wild Wings too, hearing everyone's reaction.
Oh yeah. So for context, the three of us, me, Cameron, and Paul, this was when we were in San Diego. We went to B-Dubs to go watch the fight there. And it made the energy so much crazier for every fight because around us, obviously, we're like, oh, wow, oh,
everyone was
damn.
experiencing the same thing.
Everybody in B-Dubs at the same time, like, oh, dude, it was crazy.
They're just going crazy.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Yeah.
I've never watched
even the replays.
Before.
Yeah, no, they were
and
great.
They had a like.
Wait, what?
They finally had audience too there at UFC.
Oh yeah, I forgot too. Yeah, that really brought the man. There was just a lot bringing the energy up there. I mean, like, the card was great. There was a lot of that one was that fight was amazing. Great card though. I mean, it was great to have the fans back. Like the energy was high. It was just so.
Was
good.
it a fight? Not the fight before Weidman's. It was the two.
The fight before. No, the one before him. Are you talking about after? It was
the fight before Weidman was.
There's Anthony Smith before.
No.
Wasn't it? No.
The fight before Weidman was Anthony Smith and Jim Cruz.
Yeah.
So Anthony Smith won that. I mean, let's just go over the rest of the fights right now. Anthony Smith won against Jim Cruz. First round TKO due to doctor stoppage. I think he got cut. I don't remember. Honestly, it wasn't that entertaining of a fight, so I don't really remember it, to be honest.
I don't remember watching it.
But yeah, then Weidman lost to Hall because he broke his leg. Then was the first title fight. Shevchenko beat Jessica Andrade TKO in round 2, which was
so good
to be expected.
That made me so happy.
Trying to look. I'm looking at the fights right now.
Rose beat Wei Li.
And then we go to Rose beat Zhang with a ridiculously good head kick.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just
perfectly timed. That was well deserved. She did such a good job.
Didn't she lose the same way, or did she just get knocked out the first fight? Or
I can't remember.
I think it was.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
We got our goldfish memory, remember?
What?
We got our goldfish memory, according to Paul. How could we remember that far back?
Because it was such a good day.
Yeah, no, he looked it up.
All right, fair.
Yeah, was it
But
that night?
I would like to point out.
I cannot remember at all. I'm not sure.
I don't know. But since we're not going to cover the undercard, because I'll be honest, we probably don't know most of the people.
I didn't even watch it.
Yeah, I didn't either. But I would like to point out, if you go back and look at the episode where we predicted for UFC 261, I was 100% correct on the main card. Everyone I said would won.
I think Cameron was pretty much fucking 0 for 3.
I got the last one wrong.
He got
lucky.
And Masvidal over Usman.
I mean,
I did want Masvidal to win. I just didn't think he would.
Is the Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather still going to be? What the fuck's going on?
It's going to be Logan.
Logan Paul.
Is it still on?
Yeah,
no,
it's still
Jake
on.
Paul.
Is it still on?
Or is it Logan Paul?
The marketing on it's terrible, so
it's the one that didn't fight last. Yeah, it's Logan Paul.
And it's also such a bullshit fight.
Yeah.
It is Logan Paul. I mean, it's
he a better boxer or
ridiculous. Wait, hold on. Chad Johnson. It says here on CBS 3 hours ago, Chad Johnson's going to compete in an exhibition boxing match
with who
on that card.
No, really?
What?
Ocho Cinco?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ocho Cinco.
that's gonna be
Oh
awesome.
my
to watch.
god.
Fighting.
Does it say? Oh,
It
Johnson.
says six-time
Oh, I
NFL
know.
Pro Bowler Chad Johnson is set to step into the boxing ring on June 6th when he participates on an exhibition bout on the undercard of the Showtime pay-per-view event. Johnson's
Wow.
fight on Curtin Hunter Stadium. Leonard Ellerby, Floyd's manager, hit me up like, hey, I got an opportunity for you. Johnson said Floyd is fighting June 6th at the Hard Rock. You can make a cool million and do a few rounds. A cool million for a few rounds? So I'm trying to find here. I'm gonna
Actually, I have
you
a
guys
question
keep
for you.
talking. I'm gonna try to figure out who he.
Well, you guys want to make predictions for the Logan Paul and Mayweather fight?
Do you really? If Floyd Mayweather is actually
Depends on how much money. If it's a lot of money, then I'm
Floyd Mayweather's gonna win.
I'll put $1 on Logan on the off chance he wins and I become a millionaire.
not going to put money on anything because it depends on how much they make. In my opinion, Mayweather's ego is too big for him to lose to a YouTuber.
No, dude,
He
he's not
said in the
gonna,
interview that he's just doing it for the money.
yeah, he's not gonna lose to Logan Paul.
Obviously,
Yeah.
but I mean, is he going to
He's,
go 50-1 for a fucking?
he's getting paid way more than he would in a regular boxing match.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
and
probably
he's already,
he probably wouldn't care.
he's already rich too. Like he wouldn't need the money like for throwing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think if
Actually,
that's the case,
They're actually doing it.
Did you guys see that Raiders tweet? Yeah, you know the
I
one.
can't believe you tweeted that.
Yeah.
What's the Raiders tweet?
Oh, you didn't see it?
No, I haven't.
What's the cop's name?
Hold on. So, the Raiders, they tweeted, for the audience, just Google Raiders tweet. It'll be the first thing to pop up. But on 4/20, they tweeted a thing in black and white writing that just says, I can breathe, 4/20/21, by their official Raiders Twitter account.
really,
I saw
And that was,
Oh my god.
I saw
Okay,
it.
I did hear about that. I just
Yeah.
didn't look at the tweet.
oh dude, the
that
family
was like right
commented
after
on
the
it.
cop got
Family
convicted, right?
commented on it.
What?
That's rough.
Yeah, I saw that tweet and I was just like, how did this get through a
Bro.
whole marketing team?
Yeah,
Like,
that
there's-
got okay. Do you think
No,
it was
no,
just
no,
Mark
no, no,
Davis
no, no,
being
look,
like,
look,
no,
look.
I got this?
It was a quote from, like, it's part of a quote, but it's still
Yeah,
stupid
it was
posting.
George Floyd said, I can't breathe. And on 4/20, they posted, I can breathe. I was just like,
I don't know if you can see this. There's the tweet right there, and then someone says they tagged the Raiders saying delete this, and it's like, holy shit, man, this is bad.
That's not
How
good.
people were responding to
Wait, did
this.
they post it because of the George Floyd thing, or was it?
I think it was because of the conviction, if I remember right. But,
Yeah, it was. I think it was the day that Chauvin got convicted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I
it's
thought.
still like, oh, dude, that was not the tweet to make. Like,
Also, terrible tweet. Like, let's not make a mistake. Dumb tweet, not very socially, aware. But the fact that it's I
Yeah,
can
what-
breathe on 420 is also
Yeah,
kind of
it's
But
just
that's why I
like-
think maybe they did it for that, not.
maybe they just did it for that, and it was
Maybe
just like
bad timing.
socially unaware everything ever.
it was the day that he got convicted, so it's like,
Yeah, no, it was directed towards that
Yeah.
for sure,
Yeah.
which it was not good.
it's just like
Wow.
there's a
Shit.
million other ways they could have like made that statement, and they chose the one way that could really
Not
fuck
to
it
do
up.
it.
Yeah, they chose
Because I
the
have it right
one
here.
way that shouldn't have been posted. Like,
It said it got
I just
tweeted.
typed in Raiders tweet and it all came up.
Yeah, no, it says right
Weird.
here they tweeted it directly after the Derek Chauvin
yeah,
conviction. So yeah, that's not good. That's
it's
Mark
cra-
Davis is gonna hear about that one.
it's crazy to think that made it through a whole PR team, and that thing was just sitting in the drafts, just waiting to go over.
Everyone said, "Okay, let's do it."
Yeah,
They're
everybody
like-
was like, "All right, yeah, that's good. That's totally not gonna get.
Seems-
That's totally not gonna piss people off."
We're gonna be woke and we're gonna be like socially responsible. We're gonna make this tweet. Everyone comes out like, are you serious?
Yeah, it's just like, dude, what kind of idiots
Yeah.
do they have in their marketing department? Like,
I know. I'm like, bro, just do something basic, like, and be like, we're glad that he got convicted, but like, that's no.
yeah,
not
it's
the move.
crazy. I just,
I
don't,
bet it's Mark Davis that did it.
I just don't.
No, he
get what
greenlighted it.
You what?
He greenlighted it. He said, "Yeah, do it." It was his idea.
I just don't get what this trend is with all these corporate Twitter accounts just getting like edgier and edgier. Because first
It's
it
corporate
was
moments,
the
it's what it
Burger
is.
King,
It's
the
all
women
it is.
belong in the kitchen, and I was like, "Ooh, man, that's an edgy
What?
one." You didn't
I
see
You
that?
didn't see that one?
Dog, how are you not
They
seeing
really
that?
did that. I forgot about that.
I thought we showed you.
Dude, I can't believe you haven't seen this too.
Talked about this in
Burger
San
King
Diego.
UK
Yeah.
posted "Women belong in the kitchen" on International Women's Day. yeah.
Were they trying to be sarcastic?
They
or?
followed it up with a
But they-
reply
No,
where
they were trying to be supportive, like how they belong in the like jobs.
Wait,
and
what were you about
Burger
to
King.
say?
No.
So, okay, the reason they posted it was like a clickbait because their follow-up reply was how they're starting a fund to fund like a culinary program for female chefs. But it's like they could have just posted
Think
the
of
reply.
a different catchphrase.
They could have posted the reply without saying "women belong in the kitchen," and people have been like, "This is amazing." But instead, they preface
Yeah,
it.
definitely good clickbait.
Oh, dude, yeah, they definitely
I
got
still thought it
views.
was funny.
Look, hey, look, if they were going for engagement, they succeeded. But like, it's just again, it's like, how did this make it through
Marketing.
the whole marketing department? It's absurd.
No, you know what it is? You know why I never see any of these tweets? Because I didn't make a Twitter until like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you
And I never go
That's the great thing because
it's
I
like-
saw all these tweets in real time, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I didn't see them when they were memed later
Dale.
on. I saw them in real time, and I was like, "What is going on right now?"
did they delete it or?
Oh
Yeah, I think so. So Dale,
I would have.
was Gucci.
what was that Instagram you and I looked at a while back? I forget who it was, but basically like, oh my gosh. Trying to think. Anyways, he was doing Instagram Live. This guy, I think he was a rapper or something like that. and he told me, "Dude, hop on the live right now."
Gosh, yeah.
That was
Hold
crazy.
on, let me
Are you talking
You know
about the
what
guy
I'm talking
that?
about, though.
I think I can say it.
Okay.
Doing like coke off a stripper's butt. Yeah.
Yeah, he's snorting coke off the stripper's ass.
trying to remember the dude's name. I'm hitting such a blank right now. Guys, just go ahead and talk about something real quick. I can find his name.
Oh, crazy story today.
Story time?
Yeah, my fat ass almost fell through the roof.
Are you serious?
So, you know,
Was it like a long fall?
no, it's like walking up the roof, and there's a dry rot just in the middle of the roof, and my foot just went right through it.
Oh no way.
And I'm walking with tiles in my arms too, so I fall. I'm like, whoa, falls all on top of me. Luckily, no one
Oh.
saw it.
Was it like?
You all right?
Was it like? I'm assuming the roof wasn't very sloped since you didn't fall
It is.
all the way down.
It's like a little more slope than my roof. I didn't slide down, but my ass caught onto a nail, and that fucking hurt.
Ow.
Ooh,
You have to get a tetanus shot in your butt.
No, I'm good.
yeah.
No,
That's
that's
what the dirt.
Beats
That's what the dirt's
I
for.
enough iron in the dirt. Yeah.
dude.
I
I just
did that.
imagine like the family's just in there while you're working on their roof, upstairs, just like chilling. And yeah, they're watching TV, just boom, and then you just see your foot come through the ceiling. It's like, what the fuck?
I mean, luckily, the way the roof was, I can actually fall through the whole ceiling. I mean, I could have, but it would hurt.
That's crazy. I could imagine because sometimes you go up to the mountains and you work on those like super sloped roofs, right? So
Yeah,
if you fall on one of those like that, I mean, you're just
I'm falling off. Sometimes they're like that.
No,
Yeah.
Like, you can't even walk on it unless you
Yeah.
put like not plywood, but like little planks on it to walk on, and that is fucking sketchy.
yeah, I bet.
That's like maybe my fourth time I fell on more than 4 times, but the one that scared me the most.
That's kind of I know.
There's even one time.
What's up?
There's one time we're working on like an industrial roof. It's like a factory,
That's fire, yeah.
and the dipshits decided to cover up a hole with paper. So I'm walking backwards carrying like a generator, and I didn't see the hole because it's covered up in paper, and my leg just goes straight through the hole. But luckily, it's only big enough for one leg to go through, so I just fucking fall backwards with the generator, and yeah.
Oh Jesus.
And my coworkers were on the other side of the roof. All I was to see was like me talking,
Something like
and
that.
my head just
There you
disappeared.
Then you were probably pissed, huh?
Oh,
Why
yeah.
the fuck did you cover a hole with paper?
I laid down on the ground like, my leg!
I'm like fucking SpongeBob. My leg!
My leg! But
Oh
is it my leg or is it my eyes? That's my eyes.
It's both.
My eyes! That's when
In the
that's
movie
King
when
Ness
they were
takes his
showed-
crown off.
Yeah.
yeah.
Bald! Bald!
Oh.
But so we talked about your guys' trip to San Diego last week. I don't know if anyone caught on, but they didn't actually get back from San Diego that day. That was the same day as the one from the week before. We pre-recorded it because they were going to be in San Diego. They already knew. Come on. I'm breaking
What?
kayfabe. Anyways, let's see. Paul didn't even watch our podcast. What a member.
I've been so busy. I
Hey,
haven't.
we have a prediction that he
I've
went home with
started-
a stripper and got
the
married.
mail.
Yeah. But anyways,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
hear about the actual trip to San Diego. How was it?
Fucking
I wish
amazing.
I don't know if there's a way I can pull up my video. I'll show.
Oh, that'd
But
be sick.
it was super fun. The only
Me and
downside
Dale
was
drove up together.
it was cloudy most of the time. Besides when we went skydiving.
That was actually super cool because when we went skydiving, it cleared up and it was beautiful. And it kind of cleared up when we went to the beach later too.
I'm trying
Yeah,
so
it did a little
hard
bit.
to find this video right now.
Oh,
okay,
Dale,
I found it.
did you-
Okay, real quick. So
Oh.
before we talk about San Diego, I'm gonna bring it back to the thing that you mentioned. So this rapper's name is Wretch, and so he would do this segment that I heard about called Demon Time on his Instagram story, and it was where it would just be him chilling, just talking, and he would just he would do the thing where you can.
I'm gonna go back and
Wait, hold on. Demons? Did they have dragons too?
Yeah, wait, what?
What?
Did they have dragons?
Yeah, they had dragging my balls straight across your face.
Damn it! I tried it.
So they had
tried it.
so he had this Wretch. So he had a segment called Demon Time, and he would just do it where he would do the Instagram story with just random viewers, random people. He would just put them on, and the whole concept was they would have to do like something
Wild.
crazy, something wild, and which sounds like, oh yeah, okay, maybe they're just taking a shot or whatever, or like, I don't know, chopping a board with their hand. I don't know. No, it was dark, dude. There would be people doing like hard drugs. There would be people like just
like
beating
people
the shit
like
out of each
eating
other.
spoons and shit. Yeah.
Just doing
Oh
like the
shit! Where do
craziest
I
things.
sign up?
No, it was so I hear about this. I go to his Instagram. The first time I open it up, I think, I'll screenshot it in case there's something kind of interesting, whatever. I screenshot it, and it's this dude with like a face, this white guy with like a face just full of face tats, and I'm like, oh, okay, And literally, it's like the video here is 1:42. Immediately, this guy's on, and this guy, he's just like sitting there, he's talking, he's like, I forget what he's saying, but he sits there, and dude, they're like lining up coke, people are just doing lines off the table. I'm like, oh, this is kind of wild. They're smoking something out of like a crack pipe. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Dude, they're crushing up pills and like freebasing them. I was like, yo, what is going on? And it's like every time it's
What they
something
said was
crazy.
trippy too.
Every time it was something crazy. Yeah, I don't know. He said something about trippy, right? It was weird. But first, I see it's like it escalated over the course of like 30 seconds to like a joint to just like doing some coke to like doing pills
It
to the next
escalated.
guy was like crushing him up and freebasing him. I'm like, dude, this is escalating so quickly. And
Yeah.
the guy's all talking and he's saying something's about to happen. And I'm like, wait, what's gonna happen? The guy's like, hey, you'll get on the table, this and that. Dude, the camera pans over. This guy, it's so foul. I don't even want to talk about it, but it's just
Yeah.
it's so like the camera
Vulgar.
turns around. This guy takes like a little bit of tinfoil and he lays down it's so bad. He lays down a line of coke in this girl's ass and snorts it with a straw out of her ass and like
Yeah.
just and turns back to the camera and is like, yo, yeah, no, this is that real shit, yeah, just talking. This all happens over the course of like a minute and a half. And I just like got out. I was like,
Wow.
that was the craziest shit I've ever seen. I don't even need to watch anymore.
I
Wait,
think
Did he
you told me
get
the
parents?
one girl
Like-
out of a booty crack?
No, like inside. Like he like dumped the coke in.
Yeah.
And
Like in the asshole?
yeah.
Yes.
Extra flavor.
I still have
Dale
this video.
texted me was like,
Dude,
"Yo,
it is
watch this
so-
right now." We're like,
It
"What?"
is so
What?
foul. Dude,
So there's no doubt that when he snorted, like it smelled like shit, right?
I mean, dude, this,
Obviously.
Like, it's a booty hole.
yeah, and dude, and this house, I don't know where they were at. This place was such a grimy, dirty-looking place. There was like no
Yeah.
furniture. There was like one table with just empty bottles and like pill bottles everywhere, and like nothing on the walls, like cement floors. Like you could see the paint like peeling off the walls.
It was rough.
This place,
I
was-
know.
It was definitely.
It was crazy. You saw Cameron in the freaking corner just eating dirt, going
yeah.
down.
Yeah, that was the next thing.
Yeah.
Yo, so next
This
thing,
is why I eat dirt, you fuckers.
dude,
No.
no. In all seriousness, it was like the craziest thing I've ever seen, and this all happened over the course of like a minute and a half. And I just got off, and I was like, that was like
This is
really
too
depressing
crazy.
and sad. And I'm gonna go like, light a candle and like have a bath now. Like I feel like I need to,
I'm gonna light a
Unlike
candle. I'm
soul,
gonna
yeah,
put a
from
bath
what
bomb in there, and I'm just gonna relax.
yeah, dude, it was the weirdest feeling. I got out of it, and I was just like, I shouldn't have seen that. Like that is
I don't
not.
think, I don't think anyone wants to see that.
And it was just a public Instagram story.
No.
I was like, or Instagram Live. I was like, God.
Does the account get banned?
What?
Does the account
I
get
think
banned?
so.
Oh yeah, it got banned eventually. I got it. I was watching before it got banned, but yeah. And then it
Yeah,
was
but I was
crazy.
the OG. I was there watching it live.
It was crazy, and the wretch would be just like, he would just say like, let's see it, something like that would happen, and he would just be like, yo, that was crazy, and it'd just be like, on to the next thing. And it was just, that was called Demon Time. It was just this constant cycling. It was that all the time, like almost every night, just like the craziest stuff you've ever seen every night, just from random people. It was insane.
That's ridiculous. But,
That
oh,
was
Dale,
one of
I
the-
actually have a question for you, though.
Oh yeah, what's up?
So when you were skydiving, did you actually end up leaving the oven on and burning cookies, or was that not accurate?
I can confirm that that was a good bit, but well, actually no, it was a mediocre bit, but I did not leave the oven on. But actually,
But was it
That was fun.
was like the plane and shit? Was it as sketchy as you guys thought it was gonna be?
okay, the plane was not sketchy, but I want to talk about the way part of the flight went. Eventually, I'll probably post it on my
Oh, yeah.
Instagram. I just haven't yet.
Here, I'm uploading my video to Google Drive so I can play it once it uploads all the way.
Okay, so
If you want to do that.
yeah, pull it up. While you do that, I want to talk about, because I don't know what it was like on your flight, Cameron. Because for the people, me and Paul were on one plane, and then Cameron and Ethan were on the other. So we kind of
Yeah.
had different experiences.
The plane wasn't very big.
No, it's super small.
No.
That was the first thing that caught me off guard. Is you had to sit down in it because it was like, it was so small. Like it was a tiny
Maybe
little
7
plane.
feet, 8 feet. It was not big. Maybe
Yeah.
6 feet. Honestly, it was maybe 7 feet. I keep throwing these measurements out, but it was
It was
pretty
tiny.
narrow. And
It was-
When I first got in, my fucking foot was still hanging out.
Yeah.
It was not cool.
Cameron, did your guys keep the roll-up door closed or open?
Once we got up a little bit, he left it open, but I think once we got over the water, he closed it for a little bit.
Oh, dude, ours was
Yeah,
open
that's
for
what
like
he
a
does.
lot.
Like it was
Yeah.
open most of the time, but for a little bit, he had it closed when he was trying to talk to us.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude, I love
Yeah.
that because so we went over the beach and like we they
Beautiful.
took like they banked it like this way, and so we were turning like this, and the
Part freaked me out.
dude, it was great, but the momentum keeps you in the plane. Like you're not even close to falling out. Like you're just kind of pressed against the plane. But they leave this gate. Think like for the people that haven't skydived before, or like maybe they had a different experience.
Because it's going like
Think like the roll-up gates that like shops will put in front of the entrances to like their stores. It was like that. It was just like
a warehouse or
roll-up-
something.
Yeah, just like a roll-up.
It's
gate.
just a roll-up door, yeah.
Yeah,
Like a garage.
and it was so sick because he would just slide it up, and it's just like this open door, and you're looking out over the ocean and the beach, and like the city's there, and you can see Mexico in the distance, and like
It was
you're just
beautiful.
looking at
It
it.
was
You're-
so nice.
it was so cool. Oh my god. It was so
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
surreal because you're just up close in person. You're like inches away, I'm out of the plane, but right here I'm just
Mhm.
looking at everything. And the way they banked it was like you were like at an angle like this. So oh my god, dude, it was just so cool.
It was kind of cool because when you were climbing, when you were escalating, you're like, I'm pretty sure you felt the same deal, but like you're ascending. That's the term I'm looking for. Like you're going up, and then you feel like him flatten out, but it feels like you know, on a roller coaster when you go down, you feel like your stomach kind of not drops, but like you get that tickling sensation. It felt like that just a little bit, just like
Yeah.
he was like dropping down a little bit, but it was just like he was leveling out. Then he'd descend a little more until we were above the clouds, and it was really beautiful.
Yeah.
You see the waves crashing in the beach. It's like, oh, this is insane. Just how high up we were.
The waves crashing under us, like just looking at that
Oh,
from
that's
so
so
far
cool.
up was
It
beautiful.
was really. Yeah, you
That's
could see
like
all the
one of
way
my
up
favorite parts.
to Miramar and everything.
Yeah. It was beautiful because it was like you're so far away that it's just a blur of white. It's just the like farthest just blue ocean stretching like as far as you can see. You can see like the curve of the earth and it's
Endless,
just blue
endless,
as far
just
as
crazy.
you
That's
can
how
see.
it's almost
It's flat, not curved.
Okay, fuck off. It's just
Okay, Kyrie Irving.
just
I-
blue into the horizon and just as
You
far
literally
as
see
you
the
can
Earth do this.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. And then
Yeah.
okay, all right,
It was
Cameron.
like-
And then you just see like just a blur of white with just crashing against the beach and then just sand. It's so cool.
It was definitely a sight.
So,
I think it's done.
It was one of the most fun things I've ever done, period.
Oh man, I would definitely do it again. I'd probably go back to Diego just for that.
so you guys went skydiving.
Yep.
You talked about watching the fights at B-Dubs.
Yep.
What, like, do you guys do anything else? Like,
No, pretty much just went to the beach and like, we rode scooters around too. And that was hella
Bury
fun.
me in the sand.
So as it
Hey,
turns
yeah.
out, the
saw that
scooters. as
Hey, you
it-
guys want to watch our video real quick, or
Yeah, pull it up.
you guys
Yeah,
want to watch the whole thing, or?
No,
just
just
go to
like
the part where you
skip-
jump.
Yeah, we can.
skip through some of the parts
I mean, it's
that
like
are
a
like
7-minute video.
cool.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll just
when
get
you-
to the part.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
like
to
when
the-
you first jump out,
Go to
that'd
the
be a good
highlights.
part.
Let me
That's a
turn it
great.
down.
That's a great shot.
Oh, go to the part when the guy like grabs your fuck. Go to the part in the plane, or when you do jump out, the guy like grabs your face.
Oh, okay. Did your guy let you like pilot the parachute?
A little bit, yeah.
So
Yeah,
we're
sick.
definitely
My guy
gonna get
too.
monetized for this.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
fuck. I'm gonna need to mute.
Yeah,
that
the
part.
fucker told me this
Doing
was.
real fast.
Oh,
No,
I'll
it's all
mute it
good.
real
I
quick.
can mute that one part. Just keep it
Okay.
muted for the rest of it.
he
Yeah.
told me this is the fucking plane that we're going on.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we can play the music. I'll just sing over it, so that way.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. All right, let's go because I can't actually hear it.
Well, I just
I
did it.
can't hear
Yeah,
music.
muted.
Dan.
The volume
There's
is
Ethan.
off.
There's our big Indian friend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel bad for him because he had to like fucking sit right on top of that guy. That guy's way
I
smaller.
know he was
than him.
like this, literally just like.
Hey, I'll be right back, guys.
Later.
But the takeoff was a little sketchy for me. I don't know.
I love
I
the
loved it.
feeling of where they just like revved it up and then you're at a dead stop and then you're like, boo, and then you just.
Yeah.
Dude, that was so sick.
Full blast. Yeah. That was cool. That's a cool shot right there.
love
See, I
it.
wish nothing against my diver or the guy I was with. I mean, but these are cool shots. I like these a lot better.
Yeah, I love the shots.
Yeah, your guys recording a lot like my guy did.
Yeah.
I said your guys recording a lot like mine did.
Mm.
Paul's looks different. It's kind of interesting.
Mine was that pretty much the whole time, which there's nothing wrong. It was cool because you could see all the
I
city,
think
the
that's
freeway,
Mexico right there. Isn't it?
What?
Isn't that Mexico right there?
No, San Diego.
Yeah, I think the other way. I think is
Way
where-
further back now.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
that's
guys
the
were
door you guys are
heading
talking about.
west.
Okay,
Yeah.
see that. So when
This
you
Oh,
take
plaza
off,
right
You're
there.
just looking
Oh,
out
right
over the
here.
beach. Yeah, see there.
There
you
it
guys
is,
can
right
see
there.
the bank there.
Holy, yeah.
We're at
Dude,
an
I was
angle.
shitting my pants right there.
We're at an angle, just looking out over the beach and the city and
was-
everything. It
Oh,
was
man,
so cool.
beautiful.
You're like looking down, like when they were like if you looked straight out, you were looking like down at the water. It was kind
You
of
were, yeah, you were like at an angle. It was crazy.
so sick.
Did I miss the part where he grabbed your face?
No, not yet. Here, this was like the worst part for me. I hated it so much.
Oh, dude, I loved it. I loved the flipping going out. I was like, dude,
I don't know, like-
It looks
Just
like
my
he's
feet.
taking you into submission.
My feet just hanging there creeped me out. I hated that.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
you're
that.
literally like your butt is on the edge of the plane, and that is it. Your
Yeah.
legs are kind of holding under to the plane until this part right here.
Oh my god, I haven't seen your whole video.
My
This is
Your
hilarious.
face, dude. Oh my god.
favorite part is when we're going down. You see my
When you
cheeks are
grab
just-
your face, you like pulls your head back. I'm like, what the fuck?
Did you remember to breathe, Cam?
Look at my cheeks.
Dude, this is
Like
great.
a fucking horse.
You look like Ratatouille.
Bro, I can't get over it. Every time I watch Jesus Christ. But every time I watch it, I just see the guy like grab your face at the beginning.
I don't know why. He kept like touching my forehead too when we were going down.
I know. I'm like, what the fuck is he? Maybe he's like making sure you didn't pass out or something.
Oh, could be. And this part.
Okay, but I'd like to seriously make a shout out.
Oh my god, the impact.
And it seems like we get the landing. Landing was pretty fun.
I want to thank Pacific Coast Skydiving because honestly, we had a great experience. The instructors were very.
Yeah, we're not.
they're
We're not
cool.
sponsored. Fuck
Yeah, I was
this.
gonna say you say it like we're sponsored.
Oh, I'm just saying, like,
Hey, maybe we can get free skydiving next time.
No, in
What's
all
that?
seriousness,
There's
it was,
Ethan.
in all seriousness, it was so cool. Like 100%.
No,
If you guys are
absolutely.
in San Diego, like go there. It is so fun.
Yeah, it's so worth it. The people there are nice, and it's just.
I would.
The guy I got was hella cool. He had a cool accent too.
They're all cool.
Yeah, your guy sounded like Australian or something.
He had an English accent.
Yeah.
Oh, he was English?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'd be down, but I don't want to pay like an extra $180.
You gotta call and just make sure because they might not charge you if you give them an advance. Because me and Ethan didn't.
I don't know, man. They said you guys were like close, and you got like you're like 220, and Ethan's like 250. I'm like 330. Like,
It's an
shoot,
extra
that's a
what?
lot of
Like
weight.
50?
What?
It's an extra what? Like 50?
Well, they said it's an
60 is what it was. I think.
extra $1 over $235, but they charged me an extra $35. Or I don't remember what the pricing was, but they charged me an extra $35.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was glad they let you guys go because you guys were like, yeah, we're over 230, and they were like, wait, you didn't like check the thing that says you're over 230? And I was like,
Yeah,
fuck, you guys didn't check that? Like, because I saw it, but I was like, I'm nowhere near that.
I didn't even see it.
I saw
Like,
it.
yo, you're not 230.
No, surprisingly not. I'm not as dense as I look. Oh, you know what? I need to
No?
close the stream. Fuck. Okay.
What?
Nothing. I just needed to close the stream. But yeah,
Oh.
it was so cool. Such a cool experience. Like seeing
Oh,
the
that-
city
that was
top down like
amazing.
that, and the water, and then the momentum. The thing that surprised me the most was on the free fall down. I was expecting it to be like the fall on a roller coaster, where it feels like your breath is being like pushed inside of you, and you have to like. It's like you can't really.
It was
feel
actually not like that at all. Yeah.
No, it was
Yeah,
really
well-
comfortable. I was able to breathe totally normally. It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it
I
helps.
I just
you
wasn't breathing because I was in shock when I was falling.
No, I was just yeah.
I was
Cameron's
like,
like,
yeah,
very
yeah.
bored.
Oh my.
Hey, this is Cameron the whole way down.
Yeah.
That's a great sticker.
Shut up. But yeah, it was so cool, and it was weirdly like so peaceful on the free fall, like, cause you're just seeing the city and you're going down, and you can't like, you're not really thinking about anything. You're just like taking it in. It's man, it
In
was
the
so
moment,
cool.
yeah,
So, like,
absolutely.
just
Right.
serene.
And should everyone should expect a video coming from that? I believe we are doing a little something with the video we got there.
It could be in some vlog footage. Speaking of that, we have some other content that we're working on, like vlogs, some other stuff. So expect something, not a vlog, but expect something a little different later in the week, guys. It'll probably be posted like maybe Friday, probably. But yeah, expect
And
something. What's that?
go ahead.
Yeah, so expect something a little new, because we want to experiment. We want to try different things and see what works for us and see what we like and what people like. So, yeah, just expect something a little different later in the week.
Right. And the video we're launching, I believe it's the one I was in.
Yeah.
So it's kind of going to be this. I'm not going to give away too much, obviously, because you should go watch the video when it's released. But it's kind of the start of a new little playlist that we're going to be doing on the channel. Definitely check it out. And above that, like Dale said, we're going to be experimenting a lot. We don't want to just stick ourselves to doing a podcast or one type of video. So if there's
Diversify,
anything
yeah.
you guys want to see. We have a lot of stuff we've been working on that we're going to continue to work on. If there's anything you guys would like to see, any ideas you guys would like to try, drop it in the comments. Let us know. I mean, anything you want to see, we'll probably do it. We're doing a lot right now, and we're just honestly having a great time filming new content.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the podcast is always going to be here. Like, the backbone of the channel is going to be once a week podcasts. But other than that, we're going to experiment. We're going to try new things. And yeah, if anybody else suggestions, like, that'd be great too. If anybody does. But if not, we'll continue to just experiment, try new things, and see what works. Yeah.
Yeah, the podcast will still be here every Wednesday. That you can rely on. But I mean, we're just going to try to release different stuff in between then. And honestly, just anything goes. Like, we're just going to throw whatever ideas we have at the wall. If you guys like it, cool. If you don't, we'll probably never do it again.
Yeah. Nothing is certain.
Nothing. But yeah, I am super excited for the video we did. Not just because it'll be a whole series. There'll be more of it, but not just for that specific video series, but like for the stuff that opens up for us to do videos on. I think it'll be an interesting topic that kind of all of us can kind of dip our toe into.
I'm hyped, dude. The production quality is gonna be better. I'm actually learning how to do things on Premiere Pro. Like,
you sent us some of the pictures of it, and we were talking about some of the transitions and color grading and ways to make the video look a little bit better. And dude, you sent some of the pictures, and it looks really awesome.
I was amazed how shitty our footage looks when I realized, like, if you just take like 15 minutes to color correct, I was like, oh, this looks so much more natural. And now, anytime I look at the episodes of the podcast we've posted so far, I'm like, God, we look horrible. We all look super pale and washed out, and there's like way too much contrast.
I mean, there's nothing I can do about that.
No, it's me. It's because I didn't do any color corrections. So like, I was just uploading raw footage, and it seemed so good, but. Now, after looking at the little bit of color correction I did on the thing we're going to come out with later, I was like, God, like, good thing I started to learn this now.
Looks so much better. And it's funny because, like, I'm, like, even now, like, I probably look, like, whiter than I am, but, like, I'm at practice every day. I'm, like, in the sun a lot. So I'm actually, like, pretty tan for a white guy. And, like, my brother makes fun of me every time I wear an orange shirt. He's like, "Oh, I can't tell where the shirt ends and your skin ends." I'm just like really tan. And like my girlfriend makes fun for me all the time. And then I watch the videos. I'm like, I look like the whitest person.
Oh yeah.
Even though I'm not that white. And then you do the color grading. I'm like, oh, actually,
Dale looks like he's. Just
I don't look like half anymore.
Wait, what'd you say, Paul?
Said looked like you just came from San Diego.
Oh, dude, I was working on the lighting. Look, okay.
You just got back.
The people, so before we started recording this, I was sitting here for like an hour, like setting up the camera and setting up my computer and the mixer in a good spot. And I was like playing around with the light bulbs because I don't have like actual equipment to fix the lighting. So I was playing around with the light bulbs and like, yeah, but this footage is just going to go up how it is because I can't really color. The color grading would be too weird since we're all on different cameras. But for the next episode that the people see where we're back in the stew, oh man, we're going to look not like vampires. It's going to be amazing. There was something I wanted to bring up. Oh, Cameron, what did you have about UFO sightings?
Oh, it was like a couple weeks ago, but the government, like, they posted it saying that they actually found one, but like no one was talking about it.
Wait, like they found?
Yeah,
like, they had a sighting, or
they have actual footage of it.
Oh yeah, the Pentagon said that, right?
Yeah, the Pentagon. I don't know if it was a couple weeks ago. Yeah, but they just posted it and everything. Like no one's talking about it.
Oh, dude, Joe Rogan.
Yeah, like I heard about it.
That's Joe Rogan.
And yeah, I heard about it from Joe Rogan. But, you know, me being the typical modern-day American, I heard about it, and I'm like, oh, that's crazy, and didn't read the article. So, like, I actually haven't watched the footage, haven't seen any of it. I just heard about it from Joe Rogan.
It's real shitty footage. Like, super blurry, and all you see is a light in the sky just flashing.
Joe Biden's just
You
like,
know what's funny to
"Oh,
me?
I saw an alien over
And like, I
there."
feel like people should be freaking out over that, or they would be freaking out over that.
Well, if this was like
Yeah.
10 years ago, it would be like headline news everywhere. But I think that's just like a testament to how much is going on in the last year that the Pentagon literally confirms
I
that
think-
they have UFO sightings, and like everybody's like, yeah, okay, who gives a fuck? It's just another day.
So I have the video pulled
Yeah.
up on the most reliable source on the internet, CNN. Should I share my screen and play it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Going live. All right, so I got it there. You guys want to go ahead and click on it?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'll play it. This is the first time I've seen it. So hey, maybe this will go on a reaction. What? Oh, an ad. Gosh.
Everywhere, where everyone is in
So that's for.
where everyone
We can't even have ads on our videos yet, but we have to watch other videos.
opportunity.
Do we get paid for this?
I don't think so.
No.
When everyone and everything is connected.
No, we're gonna sell out as soon as possible, though. The
Oh, of
brand
course.
deals are coming as soon as we can get them. We'll take sponsorships from anybody, just so you
Okay.
guys know.
Here
Pause
it
this
is.
real quick.
So this is verified by the Defense Department.
Wait, Paul, did you say something?
I did, yeah.
Oh, it wasn't a UFO. It was an unidentified aerial phenomenon. That's the verified footage.
I was gonna say something about all this.
Dylan's on his phone can record better than that.
I have a couple things to say. One about pause this real quick.
Cody, can you hear Paul?
This is it. Yeah. Oh, sorry. What did you say, Paul?
I said pause this real quick because I've got a couple things I want to say. So, you guys keep up with like a bunch of conspiracy theories about UFOs and everything like that.
Yeah, I'm a big QAnon guy.
All right, for sure. So I think there was, I think it was in the 90s or early 2000s. There was a plane heading from, I believe, West Coast California to, I think, Filipinos or something like that. Anyways, and they were talking to, or they were doing
Filipinos.
The Philippines.
Philippines. Thank you. Sorry.
Same thing.
Whatever. Yeah. It was actually, I take that back. They were coming back to America, and they were, I think it was like, it was I forget the whole story. Essentially, though, what happened was the pilots were flying all the way back, and they said they were in contact with an airbase saying, "Hey, do we have a request to land or something like that?" And I'm like, hold on a second. Have you guys seen that clip? It basically,
I haven't.
like, there is something else out there. Like, what are you talking about? Well, they saw a UFO. It wasn't exactly national aircraft by any means. You know what I mean? It was, anyways. Or like, and for like, I think it was like 25 seconds they were without contact with airbase.
Weird.
Clear. Anyways, it was kind of interesting. The thing I was going to say was, we can get like 4K footage of moon landings and stuff like that, but we can't even get, the right UFO.
Yeah.
When I saw it was like verified by the Department of Defense, I'm like, oh, so this is like some good footage. Like, we're actually gonna see like detailed. No, it looks like someone just recorded it on their cell phone. It looks like one of those cell phone videos. Yeah, it looks like one of those cell phone videos. We're like, oh my god, UFOs, and they just went, yeah, we'll verify it. Like,
Yeah, I don't. There's
That's why
probably
their
like.
accounts are everywhere.
I wish we had somebody who really understood why that is, because obviously the military has good, equipment. I wish we had somebody who really knew like why it is that the camera quality is so bad, because I don't know. Yeah, there's probably a good reason, but
I'm sure it's not the reason. I won't be too like. I know it's not verified because it wouldn't be verified because of the camera quality. It was verified because it was film taken from like a government mission, like something they were doing and they were in charge of.
yeah.
So that's why it's verified, because it was their film, so they know they didn't dox or whatever. But I mean, it just seems weird to throw that out there. Verified UAP footage.
Yeah,
when
it just came out of nowhere too.
Yeah, when it's that, like, it looks like a cell phone video.
They did it last year too, like when the pandemic first started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just getting bored
I think they just
Yeah.
understand things are so crazy
Maybe
right
it's
now.
really
They're
old
like,
footage.
dude, people aren't even gonna care. We could just put this out there.
Or
I think
they thought that people were going to blame the aliens instead of the government.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I don't know.
new
Yeah,
theory.
wrap your fucking head around that one.
Blame the
Yeah.
aliens instead of the government for what exactly, though?
Tom DeLonge's going to listen to the podcast and just go fucking crazy.
Wait, so what is being blamed exactly?
Well, sorry, you're putting way too much. I didn't put that much thought into this thing.
Okay, all right, boys,
Like, I just was like, aliens and COVID, let's put them together.
boys, my dogs. I got big news to reveal live on the podcast. Can I get a drum roll? My test came back negative.
You what?
My test came back negative.
So you are gay?
Yeah, so I don't have COVID.
Negative COVID test, baby.
Oh,
We're gonna be recording back in the studio.
I mean, well, it's up to you guys because my mom is definitely positive. So
Oh.
it's kind of up to your guys' risk. But what this does mean is I don't have it, so that's cool. I don't have to just sit at my house anymore.
Awesome. And even if your mom still has it, you can like come. We can go somewhere else.
Yeah. I can bring it. You guys have seen. I got this sick new bag now, dude. We can take the podcast on the road.
Cameron's celebrating the news.
I gotta use some dirt for this.
Oh, dude, I'm doing so much dirt tonight, bro.
I'm not.
I wish I had good lighting. I just have candles in here.
For real. I can't do that. Well, that's an ass. I'll do it.
Yeah, so we'll talk about the
I love
logistics
the
for that
light.
later, but that's good news.
Yeah, no, that's good news. And it is also, me and Dale talked about it earlier. It was good to hear that even though your mom and everyone in the house except you and your sister have COVID, but they're not like hit hard by it. Like they're like still able to like be up and do stuff and whatever.
Yeah, everybody's functional. Everybody's like, my mom is like up and doing stuff, and Dave is like, helping with gardening and working on cars, and I've been doing all my stuff. So yeah, like none of us have been bedridden, which is like what happened to Rachel and my Uncle Rob. So it's like,
Right.
yeah, it's
Oh, they got
definitely
all sick from it?
what? Oh yeah, they got
They got-
sick. Rachel was like bedridden. Rob like could barely do anything. Like he was sleeping all day. So yeah, even Mom and Dave, who are definitely positive, they've been like, they feel sick, but they've been functional, So it's like,
Yeah.
And then Aaron tested negative, and I tested negative.
Sweet.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the good news. You're negative. Everyone that does have COVID in your family is fine. Now we have to get to some much more not so positive news. I didn't want to be the one to bring this up, but I feel like it must be done. I got to take it on the chin. We did get the poll results in from last week.
Oh, boys! The people have spoken.
The people have spoken, and by the people, we mean 7 people. And not gonna lie, I voted for myself, and I was the only vote.
Yep. So, according to our poll on Twitter at the Culture Club 9, in case anybody hasn't followed it yet, 86% of the 7 people think that I make a PB&J right. So I think we don't even need to talk about it much. The people have spoken. The people have spoken.
Yeah, I would just like to, the people have spoken, and I would like to say this will not change my feelings or the way that I make my PB&Js, but I would like to issue a public apology to Dale about insulting him and his peanut butter and jelly making skills and his technique, and I would just like to reach out, give a heartfelt apology, and say that you were right, you were correct, and I will never question your PB&J skills again.
You know what? I think that's a wholesome
Yeah,
ending
no.
to this saga. We can reconcile our differences, and we respect that we both make our sandwiches differently, but it works for us.
I enjoy my
Best
sandwiches.
PB&J out of all of you.
Everyone else enjoys your sandwiches much more than mine. The thing that hurt the most is my own girlfriend. Peyton would not even take my time. I told her, she was about to vote on the poll. I was like, wait, let me make you a PB&J, one of mine, before so you could at least experience it. She said, I don't need to experience that.
Dude, I saw that there was no. I don't remember. Oh yeah, I was looking at the comments on the video, and I saw that she voted against you, and I was like, "Damn, this is getting real." I was like,
It was not a.
Are you still going to move in with her?
Right? Yeah, not now. No, I'm not moving in with her anymore.
it's over.
I mean, I guess we did just break on the podcast. I'll make it public news.
Damn.
I am
Great.
moving in with my girlfriend in June. So if we ever do a webcam podcast again, it probably won't be in this room.
Yeah.
It'll be in our apartment in a town that you guys aren't gonna know because I don't want you stalking us.
What's the first letter of the town? I'm curious.
It's F, and the rest of it is fuck you.
Oh yeah. Okay. What's like the population of that town?
You. And you can go fuck yourself and fuck you.
Oh really? Okay.
I really.
I want to hear more about this town.
No, it's you and your short game trophy. Then you'll both go fuck yourself.
Hey, dude. All right, you're just jealous, bro. You're jealous you don't have a best short game.
You scared me for a second. I thought you were saying this was president.
I'm jealous. I didn't get to play golf in high school.
The only reason, it's honestly kind of like it's a weird the reason. So I'm just gonna real quick. It is.
So the reason is the reason is,
sorry, I'm talking so much and saying absolutely nothing, but the reason I even
like when you write an essay, all the words possible to say nothing.
I'm trying to hit 4,000 characters right now. No, the reason I ended up playing golf personally was because I ruined my knee. So senior year, I injured my knee really bad playing basketball and tore the ligaments. So I couldn't do track, which was what I did the 2 years before that. So the only reason I played golf was because it was the only sport at that point that I could really handle, and it ended up being super fun. And I was like, wow, I should have done this before. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I don't know. Stuff.
And the funny part is now that's the one sport between all of us that we will do for fun, all of us together.
Yeah.
Now that we're out of high school and not I'm still in track in college, but as far as us just doing sports for fun, that's the only one we still do.
It's the super consistent one. We'll do tennis sometimes. We've done basketball here or there. We'll do this and that, but golf is the consistent one.
Yeah, golf has been the consistent thing that we do. If we're gonna go outside and do something, 90% of the time it's gonna be golf.
It's great, dude. It's so chill. Oh my god, it's so fun. You just sit out there. You barely sweat. I mean, you're barely moving. You just go out there. You move a little bit, hit some balls, and it's a real low. I don't want to say low barrier to entry because that's not really what I'm trying to say. But it's a real low stress sport. So it's you can go out there and just have a good time. And if you suck, you still leave being well, I still had a good time. I'll still bullshit with my friends.
It's a very difficult sport, but it's also something where because it's so difficult, a lot of people are bad at it. So it's not oh, you're bad, so you should just get off the course. It's very chill.
Yeah.
And I will say we've had a lot of Culture Club podcasts before we started filming and before we even knew that was going to be a thing on the golf.
Yeah, for real. We were practicing.
That's definitely part of the reason that we're doing this now is because of golf.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, it's so good. I recommend anybody out there, if you've got a few friends and you like going out and just doing different, just go. If some of you guys have clubs, just go out and just play. And dude, it's so chill. It's so fun.
Hey, Dale.
Or if someone wants to go golfing with one of us, drop it in the comments. Be yo, this time, this place, let's go golfing. Choose one of us that you want to go with, and bro, I'm down. Or if we don't like you, then we'll ignore it.
Yeah, we're actually gonna blow you off. We're gonna say come through, and then we're just gonna keep rescheduling until you finally just go this isn't gonna happen. What were you gonna say, Paul?
What's that?
You were gonna say something.
Yeah, fuck you, Cameron.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Remember that time we were golfing on a I forget what course it was, but the guy gave us that the last little bit of ground he had.
Were we?
Or was it me and Bryce?
Oh, that was that thing stand.
That's right. Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, and then you found the old bottle of the old can of Coors Light that was still like half full,
Half full
just
was
laying
just
on the
sitting on a
ground.
stump. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was funny. Yeah, we passed those guys. I think like one of us hit our ball like almost directly into them. They're like, "Yo, you want some? You want some Crown?"
Wait,
They're like,
That's what it
"What?"
was.
am I thinking of a different time, or was there another time where somebody had like Hennessy or something?
Maybe it was Hennessy,
Might have
not
been
Crown.
one. I don't know.
Are you thinking about when you used my dad's bag?
What was that?
When you used my dad's bag?
Oh my
Yeah.
god, yeah. So one time, me and Cameron were golfing, and I was trying to find tees or balls or something. I don't remember, but I reach in and I open a pocket, and there's just a fresh tall can of Coors Light. I was like, this is the greatest thing to happen right now. I didn't drink it, but I was just like, that's so funny. It
That's
fit
funny.
perfectly into the pocket too.
Dude, you know that tall can was probably sitting there for like 3 months too. Like the last time you went
Maybe.
golfing.
It was such a hot day. Like that tall can was like 90 degrees. I was like, man, it was so warm, but it was just so
Had to pour
funny.
it out so it wouldn't explode.
Dude, it was just like I felt something metal, and I was like, what is this? And I pulled it out, and I was like, huh, so good.
That's what it was.
It was. We watched Cameron's dad hit a hole in one on that course too.
That's crazy.
Don't bring that up when he's around.
Okay, but I'm just saying, technically it wasn't a hole in one because he hit a tee shot that was awful. Then he's like, oh fuck, I'm gonna re-cheat. And then,
Okay, if it was you, you would have counted it.
I mean, I would have counted it for sure.
Yeah.
But I just like to talk shit so that way I don't give him too much. If he did watch the podcast, he'd talk to us after and be like, yeah, I know I hit that hole in one.
There was
Alright.
something I was gonna.
What are you gonna say, Dale?
Oh, Cody. San Mateo.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's just me, but I'm not getting anything.
No, he muted.
Sorry, I forgot to. I'm on push to talk. I keep forgetting. But yeah, so for those of you who don't know, which I'm sure if you're watching, you probably know us. I go to Ness Junior College. I'm on the track team. I'm a thrower. I don't run. For all the people that hear that you're on the track team and assume I run and think like, he seems way too big to do that. You're right. I am, and I don't fucking do that. I throw things, preferably heavy things, and we go. But we went up to San Mateo on Friday, and we had a meet. By the way, side part away from me, College of San Mateo is a 2-year school, but it is probably the richest 2-year school, like the campus I've ever been to. Like it looks like a 4-year school. It had its own planetarium. Like
Wow.
people in San Mateo just probably make way too much money. But yeah, we went up there, competed. Facilities were super nice. I threw 43 feet in the shot put, threw a PR, got second. And I also got second in the discus, throwing like 110 feet. And then in hammer, I threw like 124 feet and got second as well. I got beat by the same guy in every single comp. And I just want to say, fuck that guy. He sucks. I hate him.
Fuck that kid.
I know.
He won't do shit.
He's just way better than me in every event. Like bullshit.
I hope he's watching the podcast right now.
Yeah. Hey, I think his name is Liam. I won't drop your name,
Liam? Oh,
But,
yeah, I just said it.
You're way better than me,
He said it
and
anyway.
it's
Well,
kind of annoying.
I guess the
So
first
if
name
you could
should
like
be
stop, that'd be great.
fine. Yeah, man, I loved, like, I know I just said I loved golf, but dude, track also was so fun because I came in sophomore year and then just did it sophomore and junior year. So, and because of what I did, I didn't really specialize in like anything. The only thing I even really like tried at was like pole vault. Other than that, man, I was just trying everything. It was so fun.
I think my best one was hurdles.
What was that?
Oh gosh, that was hilarious. So Cameron was on the track team in high school for like 1 year. Came out to throw just to hang out, and our coach Bardis made him try the hurdles. And that was about the funniest thing I've ever.
I didn't even practice
I
them.
forgot about that.
Or, literally, all you had me do is like get my leg and step over the hurdle. You didn't have me actually like jump over it, anything like that. You just threw me in.
I'll be
We were
right
just
back. Nature's
okay.
calling.
What?
I'll be right back. Nature's calling.
Oh, yeah,
I don't get it.
We were just getting over a discus, and Bartis runs up like, Cameron, I need you to do the 110-meter hurdles. He said.
I tried so hard to avoid it. I even went to the bathroom and said I wasn't feeling good, and they just waited for me.
Yeah. So that was funny. And but yeah, Dale.
And I knocked every single one of them over.
Yep. But Dale would literally like at crackback. He would just be at a different event every day. Like I'd be over throwing shot put or discus, and he'd come over like, "Hey, I'm throwing discus today. Hey, I'm throwing shot put today." And then the next day I'd see him doing sprints, and then the next day I'd see him running like a mile, and then I'd see him doing jumps, and I'm like, "What event?" And then he ended up doing the decathlon, and I was like, "That makes sense."
That was the same track meet when the coach thought it was special.
Yeah. After the hurdles, they were like, "Oh, it's so cool that."
Well, no, because the coach was trying to describe something to me, like how to throw it, but he couldn't. I couldn't understand what he was saying, and
He wasn't good at being a teacher, yeah.
no, but the way he was trying to describe it just wasn't coming out right, and it just made me look retarded the way he was trying to show me.
That was funny. He definitely thought Cameron was not all there.
Which might be
Fair
true,
enough.
but
The man who
That's true. Cameron was eating dirt from a young age.
the dirt's catching up.
Yeah, he's been on the grind for a while. Oh, but,
Okay, guys, I got it.
so all right, we need to get ready.
There she is.
What
All right.
was that, Paul?
I said I got a question when Della sits down.
Oh, he doesn't have a
Little
I
Tell
know.
the bitch, tell the bitch, tell the bitch, tell the bitch, tell the bitch.
bitch.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, Dale.
Bitch.
What's up?
So I got a question for everyone here.
Okay.
It's kind of a basic question, but I want you to really give me an in-depth answer, each and every one of you. What do you think is more interesting as far as what science has given us? The ocean or
Nuclear
Or-
fission
the
or
world seas?
nuclear
Yeah.
fission or cryptocurrency?
The seas or the universe?
Wait, what?
Hold on, what'd you say? The seeds of the universe?
No. I'm
But which
saying
one do you
what's
think more interesting, the ocean or the universe?
Yeah,
Definitely
like
the
the
universe.
galaxy.
Oh, I mean, I'm assuming by universe you mean like space.
I feel, yeah, like space. I feel like the ocean, since it's
Really?
where we live, and there's still so much that we haven't discovered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Cam on this one because I think, like, obviously there's a lot more just space-wise. There's a lot more space to, like, discover and learn about than ocean. But if you think about it, there's a very select few people that get to go out to space and do that research and everything. But, like, the ocean's something we've all been to. It's something we're all aware of. And it's like,
Right.
it doesn't seem like super far away. But then to think about, oh, only 10% of the ocean is like has been explored. There's like, you know, the Catalina Trench and Catalina Trench. I don't think that's right.
Mariana.
Mary, that one. Like that's never been discovered. Like 90% of the ocean hasn't been like
Alright.
explored. So I'm with
It's
Cameron.
pretty interesting to think about, really, though.
I got
Yeah.
a quick question for you guys now.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Is it related to that or no?
Kind of.
Okay.
All right, let me find a picture real quick.
Let Dale answer first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just because I'm a, fucking dirty contrarian. I'm gonna say the universe because the universe has something that's interesting that is never really gonna be just not related to the ocean at all. Because how the universe is like expanding at the very edges, and how like things are so far away that it's like you can basically experience time travel by just looking at things that are like thousands of light years away. And so you can look at
Insane.
something and be like, oh, I'm seeing something that happened like thousands of years ago because it took that long for the light to reach me. That's something that is
Yeah.
like crazy to
It's
think
incredible.
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
How
it's like
science works. I
there's
know,
less
yeah.
mystery there, but it's just a weird thought. Like you can see something that happened thousands, tens of thousands, millions of years ago.
We're
just
seeing the
because of
past,
that.
not the
Yeah.
present, as far as their timeline, yeah.
Yeah, it's a crazy thought.
That's a
It
fair
is.
thought. I think it comes down to like because for me it's like I'm very into like true crime, mystery. Like my favorite author is Stephen King. I love watching like Criminal Minds and stuff. So I'm more interested in like the unknown and the mystery and trying to like
Yeah.
solve it. Then it's like, oh, this thing is that we know is super interesting, just as it is.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
Right.
I feel like that's all. You can only take it at face value. Like whereas if we don't know something, it's like It's up to your imagination what's down at the bottom of the ocean.
Hypothetical. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
I think that's why I think
And
it's
that-
more interesting.
That makes sense.
And hypothetical science to me is absolutely beautiful, just because it's like you can develop your own opinion, but it's like there's always things that are being undiscovered or uncovered and discovered and everything like that. So it's really kind of cool just to think about because we have the tangibles that science gives us. You know what I mean? And so we just kind of go based off of, you know what I mean? So like you're
There's a
saying,
basic
Barry, on
fact of science that you can take at face value, and then there's the stuff that's like, oh, I mean, we think that, but we don't know. Like it could be anything.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Damn, something.
All right.
So what?
Imagine you're swimming in the ocean and you see that shit.
I'd be so terrified.
Yeah, fuck that.
I think at that point
I would
end it.
actually scream.
I only want to see what the
didn't even
fucking
see it.
fish will do to me.
Yeah, that's
Ooh, man.
no, yeah, see, that's something that like we didn't know about at all, and now we do from the ocean.
Just imagine the stuff that we
Now
don't know.
imagine the stuff that we don't know, and the stuff that's like way bigger than that, and we also don't know. Like, what if there's just megalodon down there, just chilling?
I believe it. I
Or
firmly
the-
believe it.
Loch Ness monster.
Yeah, Loch Ness
Oh,
monster.
the Loch Ness monster.
There's a giant squid and a megalodon having a battle right now at the bottom of the ocean.
Bigfoot. Godzilla.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely on the ocean boat for that.
You never know.
I mean, if we were able to go to space more, I think I'd pick space. But I feel like since the ocean's where we live, basically.
Space is kind of depressing because, like, if you look
Yeah.
in the ocean, there's all these different forms of life, and then you look at space, and it's just like material and time
Yeah,
and stuff like
just
that. But there's
nothing.
no like, I'm not saying there's no life, but like, you can't like look in space and be like, oh, these are the like living creatures that are on this planet. It's just not.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what's cool to me? So my coworker and I were. Go ahead.
No, you go.
You got the floor,
Okay,
man. The
so-
spotlight's on you.
Thank you. So my coworker Shane and I were discussing this kind of thing, this space phenomenon and all that stuff on Saturday, and we got on the topic anyways. We were just exploring like conspiracy theories, and aliens came up, and I guess he was telling me about how he watched this interview with the U.S. government and aliens, and they were like interrogating him and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, I don't know how it came to be, just whatever, just dismiss it. But he was telling me how like they were asking the alien questions like, how old are you, or do you believe in death and stuff like this, but the answers he was telling me was kind of interesting. He was saying how the alien would respond in death is an idea created by the human mind. Like, that is pretty interesting if you think about it, because aliens anything other than humans don't have the same train of thought as we do. You know what
If
I
I
mean?
put
It's
a
like,
bullet in your head, you're
death
gonna
is just an
die. That's
idea.
not an idea.
no,
Let me put a bullet in your brain
Alright.
right now. Tell me what you're thinking about then.
no, I know. I'm just saying it's just it's an idea constructed by us. I mean, death is imminent. I'm not
No,
saying
I mean, it's
not.
real,
I'm
though.
not
Like,
saying
people
death does
die.
not happen.
It's not like an
I didn't
it's
say
not like
that.
an
I'm just
abstract
saying.
idea. It's just like an observation. Like,
Oh, you're just saying this is what he
that
thinks?
guy got mauled by a tiger. That
Yeah.
caveman right there got mauled by a tiger. His thingy in his chest, it's out of his chest now, and it's like all his insides are outside, and he's
But that's
not
just an
alive.
idea.
But that's just an idea. He's actually still alive, just poking with a stick.
Yeah, because I mean, even if somebody
Okay,
believes
I'm
in
not saying I-
reincarnation, that it's like
Sorry,
even if you
Paul.
believe in reincarnation or something.
No,
like that,
I know
that's
you're
still
not saying that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's definitely
I
it's not like
just thought it was kind of interesting. Like,
I mean it's not an abstract idea,
Sorry,
but it
Paul,
is like an idea of like it's more like an observation.
we just attack you every time you open your mouth.
Usually it's me.
No, absolutely.
Now it's your turn.
is that-
Yeah, sorry, Paul. We did do it to camera.
I just thought it was kind of cool. Just like if you think about it, anything other than human, like ideology is, hard to think about. Our brain can't exactly wrap around something other than ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true actually, because other animals have like a lot of senses too that we just don't have.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a weird
Yeah.
concept to grasp. You know what I
But
mean?
we're
Like how-
better because
how
we're
they- how
humans.
they-
Fuck those animals.
Yeah. But to think that we're
Come at me,
primitive-
PETA. Come at me.
All right. What do you guys think about the birds aren't real conspiracy?
I think they have
birds
sick merch.
aren't real.
That's the funny one.
What?
I've never seen a baby pigeon.
Me and Cameron,
No,
do you
yeah.
remember when me and Spencer? It was mainly Spencer, but do you remember when we found that website, the Birds Aren't Real website, like senior year?
Yeah.
That was the first
Never
time I
had
heard of
it.
it. Oh, did I show you that picture of the? I'm not gonna like name drop right now, but my friend who went to, well, the one that went to Idaho, and she there was a Birds Aren't Real rally that she attended.
Oh my god.
It was so It was so funny, dude. She posted it on Instagram, and I just see it hella people with signs about birds aren't real, and I was like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. This is
Like,
so
are
dumb.
they actually serious, or is that just
No,
a
it's
joke?
gotta be a meme. Like, there's no way they're serious. But like, it was just so funny because there was like 50 people there. And I was like, this is dope. It was just like it was funny to see so many people dedicated to the bit.
I just
I
found a
bet
new
none of them will
conspiracy
pass.
theory. You guys hear me?
What?
What's that?
I'm ready for this.
I found a new theory. Nicolas Cage is a vampire.
What makes you say that?
You think Nick Cage is
Yeah.
a vampire?
No, okay.
I'm gonna need to hear
I'm
more
on a
about this one.
website.
Did you see
I'm
him
on a
in-
website.
You see him in one of our videos and think, wow, that guy looks pale.
No, I'm just on a website looking at crazy conspiracy theories, and that's one.
Is there
You're just
factual
reading
evidence?
conspiracy theories right now?
Yeah, I'm just looking at like crazy ones, and that's one that's under them.
Oh, okay.
I have a topic that's not a conspiracy theory, and I think would be a good ender.
Okay. It was.
I think we need to. Oh, go ahead. What were you saying, Cameron?
Go, Cameron.
They think this because in 2011, someone put a picture of a guy from Civil War, and it looks just like Nicolas Cage, and then they think it's Nicolas Cage. So they think he's a vampire,
Sick.
which I think is true.
I believe it. They've convinced me. No, but I do have a topic that's not a conspiracy, that is 100% verifiable fact that I think we should end with. And it's the fact that Dale has done the injustice of not seeing like any classic movie ever.
Thank you.
No.
And it's a
Listen to
problem.
me. Listen to me. Let me say something. I actually have watched some, but I just watched like really specific ones. And when you say classic movies, like you're saying like Grown Ups and stuff like that. It's like those are iconic movies, but it's like
That's a classic.
Did you say Grown Ups?
yeah, like that's the one like they like targeted me when I said I hadn't seen it.
I mean, that's ridiculous, but I meant more like you haven't seen like Shawshank Redemption.
I've seen that.
I thought you said you have. Or have you watched it since?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones you said you hadn't.
No, I've watched that one. I've watched it
Okay, well,
years ago.
I think I have a list somewhere that I
Okay,
made
yeah.
of all the stuff you haven't.
Actually, yeah, pull up like a list of just famous movies because there are a lot that I haven't seen.
Here, I got a list.
But I have seen like a decent amount of like classic movies. Just like, okay,
Oh,
I'll tell you guys.
right, here's one. You haven't seen Pulp Fiction.
Oh, it's on my list. Yeah, okay, it's on my Netflix
Right,
list.
right.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I need
You
to watch
haven't seen 2001: A Space Odyssey,
it. No, I've watched clips from it, but yeah, I actually probably should
Right.
watch that one.
right? You haven't seen Schindler's List. Or wait, no, you have seen Schindler's List.
No, again, it's on my list. I just
No, you
haven't
haven't.
seen it
Yeah,
yet.
see, you haven't seen Schindler's List. What else? Pretty sure you haven't seen Silence of the Lambs.
No, I've seen it.
You've seen Silence of the Lambs, right?
Yeah.
So we got Silence of the Lambs. And there's just a bunch more, like, just the videos that, I will give you this. You have watched The Godfather.
It's on my list.
No, you haven't?
I haven't seen.
Oh
Dude,
my
I've
God.
been meaning to watch it for so long, and I just haven't.
Godfather Part 2 is literally the best movie of all time.
I haven't seen them either.
Okay.
Yeah, but that makes sense for you. Dale's supposed to be cultured.
You're actually naming like good movies that I actually have been meaning to watch. A lot of times, like
I know.
people will be like, "Oh, you haven't seen," and it's like I don't know, like Kong versus Godzilla or something. I'm like, which I did, but like that's a good example of one. I'd be like, yeah, and I don't care. Like it's
Have you seen Gone with the Wind?
I feel like everyone has to see that because they
I
always
don't
play.
think
in
now
middle
that I think
school.
of it, I don't think I have actually. I've seen clips
Yeah,
of it, but I haven't watched the whole thing.
I know you haven't seen Casablanca, which is again one of the greatest
Nah, I
movies of all
haven't.
time.
Yeah, I need to. I need to go through.
Casablanca sucks.
Okay, sure. Like,
I wish you guys were metal fans.
I am a metal
I'm a
fan.
diet metal fan.
The name of the song, asshole.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention.
For any of the people out there too, if there's any like film school nerds out there, I'm a huge fan of Federico Fellini. So if anybody out there
What about
is-
Martin Scorsese?
Oh, I love Martin Scorsese too. He's also one of my favorite directors. But
Even though you haven't freaking seen The Irishman.
yeah, I have. I watched it like
Oh, you have?
a few days after it came out. Yeah, I watched
Like-
that like immediately, like as soon as I had a chance.
Maybe I was thinking of a different.
Such
Yeah.
a great movie.
You were the one
But,
that was wagging.
well, here's another one. You haven't seen Citizen Kane?
Oh no, I need to again. That's one. It's like
Yeah.
I
That was
need to watch
okay,
it.
Cody.
Yes.
Did you hear about what happened with Citizen Kane? Like on Rotten
Something
Tomatoes?
happened recently? No,
Yes,
what about
let me
it?
talk about it. Okay, so Citizen Kane, great movie. I haven't seen it. My dad told me about it. Anyways, it was verified 100% by Rotten Tomatoes, rated fresh since it came out, I guess. Rotten Tomatoes recently dug up an 80-year-old review the year it came out. One reporter in the Chicago Tribune, and like the year it came out, like what 1947, I think it was, Dad.
It's
whatever
down at
year it was.
99!
It was one review out of like hundreds of reviews saying how this movie was, like subpar essentially. That so now it's not the perfect movie essentially according to Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay, so this is absolutely bullshit because it is a perfect movie. I'm trying to find this review
Which one?
that's bad.
What movie is it?
Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane.
It's another one where I'm like, yeah, I've like been planning on watching it for so long, I just haven't yet. See, okay, you're naming movies I really do want to watch and like do plan to. Most of the time, people like talk about movies where I'm like, I don't give a shit about that, man. Like, I just
I haven't
do not
seen
care.
it.
Like, these are
Yeah,
these are classic movies that I do.
They're absolutely classics or something.
Yeah.
And you know what? I actually want to make a call to action to whoever's watching. I want you to post in the comments or pin in the comments something like make a list of movies that you think everyone should like classic movies that everyone should see, and then on the next podcast, and I think we could do this as a recurring segment. If we keep getting movies submitted, and we'll see if Dale has watched them or if
Yeah,
any of
yeah.
us have watched them, and we'll like kind of keep track and see who's like the most cultured movie watcher. I think that'd be a fun little thing to do.
I will say I haven't watched a lot of classic movies that I like want to and need to, but I go really deep into certain things. Like I watched like I forget which movie by Federico Fellini. Oh, I watched Evil Toloni, and instantly I was like, oh man, I love this. And I watched like not his whole filmography, but after that I watched like so many of his movies, and I watched 8.5, and I was like, this is one of my favorite movies I've ever seen now. Like. And then, like, I've
What
been
about
watching a lot
Waterboy?
of other, like, Italian neorealism ones, like Rome Open City and, like, Bicycle Thieves and whatever. And, like, I'm going super in-depth on, like, the specific one, but I there's other things I need to watch.
Like Waterboy.
Oh, I've watched Waterboy.
I was about to say, if you haven't seen Waterboy, that's
No,
that's worse than all the rest.
I mean, I had to. It was playing.
No, that's the greatest movie ever.
It was in middle
ever
school. I
conceived.
mean, it was
All right,
it was
greatest
just what
movie
was
ever,
playing.
Strong.
That's his worst movie.
So, like, oh my god,
I
I
mean,
found the
it was
review.
better than watching the grass grow, so, I mean, whatever.
I found the bad review. Let me
Yeah,
look at
read
it.
it.
Okay,
The one review.
let me look at. Oh, geez, this is old.
The
Yeah.
Loch.
Yeah, it like came up the year the movie came out.
Okay, here we go. Citizen Kane from May Tinney. Last night, 2 theaters brought to their screens a study of magnificent futility, the life story of Citizen Kane. You've heard a lot about this picture, and I see by the ads that some experts think it's the greatest movie ever made. I don't. It's interesting, it's different. In fact, it's bizarre enough to become a museum piece. But its sacrifice of simplicity to eccentricity robs it of distinction and general entertainment value. Citizen Kane presents almost clinical dissection of a complete egotist. It runs to gargantuan sets and arty photography, shadowy and spooky, which, however, according to our Eddie Johnson, is something for the books. I wouldn't know about that. I only know it gives one the creeps, and that I kept wishing they let a little sunshine in. The film had considerable suspense of a whodunit nature tied up with a certain rosebud. Citizen Kane inherited houses and lands and mines and what have you, but the only item which arrested his interest was a one-horse newspaper taken in on a bad day. Citizen Kane wants to be a publisher, to put out a sheet that will shame all the devils. That will shame the devil, shock the saints, benefit the masses, and incidentally, of course, be widely bought. He becomes a widely known editor, and I just can't even read this. I mean, this is crazy to me. I mean, it makes me think they didn't watch the movie, or they just didn't get it.
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre. I don't get to, why does a review from 1947 affect the score on Rotten Tomatoes? That doesn't really make sense.
Because technically it's a critic review. Just bullshit.
It's kind of weird.
I mean,
Rotten Tomatoes doesn't want anything to be perfect except for fucking Paddington 2.
Yeah. They left the only perfect movie on there, Paddington 2. Casablanca already had 99% forever, which is, again, stupid. But, I mean, this one is especially, because, I mean, let a little light in. It's too whodunit nature. It's too creepy, like, suspenseful. I mean, that's the point.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the reason they made the movie. I mean, especially Orson Welles' Kane. It's the greatest performance of all time in cinema.
No,
I mean,
absolutely.
the fact that, like, and it wasn't even that they didn't give it a perfect review. They literally gave it rotten.
Wow.
Crazy.
This guy probably wouldn't like any of the Italian neorealism movies then, because they're all super depressing.
Yeah. That just makes me sad to read that.
Yeah, that's kind of
It's
trash.
But yeah, if anything comes good out of that, definitely drop in the comments classic movies. We can take 2 or 3 every week. We'll look for some. We'll take some from the comments, and we'll just talk about them, see if we watched them, and we'll kind of keep a tally and see, you know, who's a cultured person when it comes to cinema and movies. And I will bet that Dale will come in last.
Well, yeah, I haven't watched a lot, so we'll talk about it. We'll see. There is a
Like
lot that
Tim or
I
me.
know I need to watch, but it's like it's one of those things where anytime I sit down like a movie like that, I know I'm gonna enjoy. When I sit down and watch it, I get done. I'm like, man, that was so good. That was awesome. But it's like initially getting myself to just sit down for a movie. I'm like, oh man, this is like, I got so much other stuff, and I could be doing you know. But like, it's always rewarding.
I could be doing so much other stuff than watching one of the greatest movies.
What's up, man? Shut up.
Have you seen Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah, I said I have.
That's right. We discussed about it a while back.
Well,
That
we
one's a
talked
good
about
one.
it too just now, like a few minutes ago.
Yeah, but it was kind of in the middle.
He walked away.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
weren't there, were you? Yeah. Yeah.
No, I was smacking down.
But I mean,
What's that about?
Food.
what time are we at? We probably need to wrap up soon, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what the time is because I can't check the recording
9.
right now.
I think
It's
we
2.5 hours.
Damn, so we've done like 2 hours. We're doing like 2
been going
hours.
for like we've been going for like an hour and a half.
Hell
2
yeah,
hours.
brother.
More
No,
than
but we
that.
probably
Yeah.
should wrap it up. I thought it was a good episode. Thank you guys for whoever is watching.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe.
Wait.
Share with your friends.
Let me do one more thing.
We also want to remind you that our social medias are up and running. They'll be linked in the description. We're on Twitter and Instagram. Culture Club Pod 9 on Twitter and Culture Club Pod on Instagram. Go check us out there. And Dale, I think you have an update. I think by the time this podcast is up, we should be on Spotify.
Yeah, we should be. I'm like really close to setting it up. I just need to actually get the MP3 files and put them on the RSS feed.
So by the time you see this video, we should be on Spotify. If we are, we'll have it linked in the description, and you'll see a post about it on our social medias, but only if you go follow them. So thank you guys for watching, and see you next Wednesday.
Later, brothers.